Sorry. Oh, good. We finally got live on video. Minus Mike. But you know what that means? It's just not going to be loud and obnoxious for a few minutes.
Yeah, until he gets here. Because he said he was going to get here at 8 o'clock. I bet he won't get here till like 8:30.
Oh, yeah. Daddy, I'm going to be a little late.
It's Monday, so, you know. I'm half.
Are you hungry?
Asleep.
Golly, Steph, is that a hard question?
Well, it's
yeah. It's a hard question.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Okay. My wife says she's taking Zaylee. Do we want sausage biscuits? I was kind of like, Steph, you hungry? I didn't. Hold on. Is that Morse code? Somebody translate that. If more than two, if that is that a yes? Wait a minute. If you and Travis were having sex, does equal oh yeah or oh no?
I just haven't had an appetite.
Yes and oh no. I mean, I don't know. The whole thought of that is just kind of weird. I shouldn't have probably painted. I'm so bad about painting pictures. I need like a gallon of Kills. I need to cover that one up. Does anybody got any?
Yeah, you definitely need to cover that one up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even
turn the lights out.
Wow.
So
really?
What? Are you wowing me or wowing somebody else?
Yeah, wowing you.
Well, I mean, you know. Do you know the good thing about Stevie Wonder? I bet you he's been. I bet you there's times when he's hooked up with some nasty women. He's glad he couldn't see.
Probably so.
I'm just saying.
No doubt on that.
I know that might be a bad joke.
And you know, his birthday was Friday.
Had no idea.
I didn't either until Travis actually had said something about that.
Wow.
So his birthday was Friday the 13th.
Kind of curious of where Travis would get that said information. That ain't on the back of a Budweiser bottle.
Some radio station he was listening to.
You piece of crap, choosing to listen to somebody else. I know he's been in Tennessee. No excuse though. Really, no excuse.
Yeah, no excuse. And you know, we are having the hardest time finding ammunition for that rifle that I have, the 22 Hornet.
You know what that means? If you ever get any, don't shoot it.
I mean, we went to shots fired.
I'm just saying, if you ever get any bullets for it, don't shoot the damn thing, because then what are you gonna do?
I know, right? I mean, it's crazy.
What's funny is I still got like God knows how many 45 rounds and don't even have a 45 anymore because I traded it for my Glock, and now I wish I would have kept it. Duh. I don't know what I was thinking. I knew what I was thinking because I knew what my needs were. It's just now I wish I would have kept it. I kind of have this rule that I don't, I know this is retarded, but I don't like to sell any guns I buy. And I've done that before. I bought this 7-mag hunting rifle and tricked it just to hell out, and then got hard up for some money and sold it for, $500. And I probably had almost $2,000 in it, but I was hard up for the money. And what I should have done is went and pawned it to my dad and my mom and just pawned it to them, because my dad's always said, don't sell your guns. If you're going to get rid of your guns, bring me your guns. That's what I should have done. And then my SIG 45, I needed a smaller gun to carry. And at the time, I just didn't have the money to go buy a Glock. So I traded it like a dummy. I traded it to a guy I know. And now I wish I would have kept the SIG and just went and bought me a subcompact 9mm Glock, which would have been a little smaller. I could have concealed a little easier.
Yeah, and apparently a new, well, I say new, it's probably been out for years, but I've just never heard of it until this year. But when we were at Shots Fired yesterday, a lot of people were asking about a 10mm.
Yeah, it's out there, but it just there's not that big of a need.
Big because my Shanda's boyfriend has one, and the blame thing is huge. It reminds me of the blame Dirty Harry gun because it's got a long barrel on it. But apparently, people are requesting a smaller barrel for the gun, and I had never heard of one until I seen Jeremiah's, and I think he paid like $600 or $700 for it.
The problem is there's really no need for it. The average
what's the
guns,
difference?
the average guns, the 40s, the 9s, that's all you need.
Yeah.
Hell, a 38. The problem nowadays is all these exotic guns, and I use the word exotic meaning if they're just not on an average scale, you have to worry about ammo at that point.
Yeah.
There's a catch-22. If you have the same gun that everybody else has, that means there's probably going to be a bullet shortage sometimes, but you stand a better chance of trying to find the average ammo than the non-average. Does that make sense? It's a catch-22. You want to tell yourself, okay, if I have the same bullet that everybody else needs and we have a shortage, I'm never going to find it. But if you look at it on how popular these bullets are, you'll more than likely find it at different locations, whereas more of the exotic you might not find. So it's kind of that catch-22. Like, do you look at it as not that many people are using this bullet, so I should be able to find it easier? But because not that many people are using it, not everybody carries it.
Yeah, see, that was the problem, excuse me, that we were having. Because we tried Walmart, because they sell ammo. We tried 2 different Walmarts yesterday, and both places we asked if they had any Hornet 22s, and they said every time we get 22 ammo in, it's gone. So apparently a 22 is what a lot of people like to hunt with, I guess.
Well, squirrel gun, rabbit gun.
Oh yeah, we saw some bullets that had a cat, that it was like it'll kill a cat. And I mean, it had the picture of the cat on the box, the ammo box.
And see, Alex just posted, and I've heard somebody else say something similar to this, but the 10 millimeter was designed or developed for the FBI before the 40 came out. And Smith & Wesson invented the 40. And that's why a lot of people don't get it when they see a Glock and it says .40 SW, and they go, what's SW? I thought this was a Glock. Well,
Smith & Wesson.
Smith & Wesson designed it. But it's that catch-22. I mean, they're very similar. The 10 millimeter and the 40 is very similar. I mean, back when Glocks really started taking over the area, meaning the police started switching over to it. Let me word it that way, because I don't want anybody to say, "What do you mean taking over?" Well, just more police started using it. It become a more. When I say popular, I don't mean like the slutty cheerleader popular. I mean more of you see them everywhere.
Yeah.
So,
more
Smith
really hands-on.
Smith and Wesson came out with a gun called the Sigma. I believe that's what the name was, and I bought that one because at the time you saw just as much Sigmas as you did Glocks, and we took the Sigma apart and held it right next to the Glock, and they were identical. I mean, identical. There was nothing different absolutely nothing different between these two guns.
Just the name.
And about a $200 price difference at the time. Now, they're all about the same.
Yeah, Alex says that he actually loves the 10 millimeter. Now, the one that
I love when Alex, because you got to remember Alex is from over there.
Yeah.
He says Glocks make some lovely 10 millimeters.
But my son-in-law's, it was rather heavy, and I don't really think that, and I know I'm going to get hate mail for this, I don't really think it's a female gun, because it's so heavy.
But what you don't realize is the heavier the gun, the less kickback. And a lot of people want to,
you got to be able to pick
a lot of people want to argue that, but it really depends on the gun. But like, I noticed like on my SIG 45, the kick wasn't nearly as bad as my Rossi Snub 38.
Yeah.
Just because of the way it's weighted, it's balanced, and
and that's what I have. I have a Snub Nose 38, so I'm used to it, which it's not heavy.
Yeah, and Alex says that Smith & Wesson had to play Glock for the royalty on those because there was a lawsuit. Yeah, that's why you quit seeing them. And what sucks is I had one that was the silver slide and the silver base, and I sold it. And now it's kind of a collector's item. And I'm just like, why? And it was the first handgun that I ever legally purchased. And when I use the word legally, let me make this clear. It's the first one at 21 years old I was able to purchase, because
Mhm.
I like my snub 38 is I didn't purchase that one because I didn't have a gun permit. So we was at a gun show and my buddy Jason had to buy it. So what I'm saying is this was the first gun that I ever had a permit for that I legally purchased for myself.
Now, in order to buy a gun before you purchase it, I mean, I know they do the background check and all that. Do you have to have a carrying permit?
No, because now, and Alex can probably fill you in better because truthfully, I haven't even paid much attention to it anymore. It's kind of like getting used to y'all, like you and Jacob doing things for getting bands and stuff. So I don't have to anymore. So somebody asks me if I've done something, I don't know. I have to ask y'all because it's just easier because I don't stress over it.
Yeah.
Once I kind of got like that about the gun world, I don't stress over it. I just call somebody that knows. Used to what it was is there was like a 7-day waiting period if you didn't have your permit. So that's why I got a permit. Even at the time, I wasn't even really worried about carrying it all the time. I just knew in order to get the gun and I have to wait 7 days. And if I did go somewhere that I thought I needed to carry it, I was like, man, I just go ahead and go get the permit. But now, and again, Alex can probably fill us in. I think now there's a faster way. I still think having the gun permit's the fastest way, but I know at the gun show, they're able to do checks now. But Alex, if you got any answers on that, if you could please, because I'm just rambling. I don't really know. I don't know what the rules are right now.
And now I know you can have it inside your home without a permit.
Well, a lot of the stuff over the last 2 years have changed. Like used to, you could carry it on your person. It could not be concealed.
It had to be visible.
And you didn't have to have a permit. As long as it was totally open, exposed on your person, and it wasn't concealed. Used to back in the 70s, there was a gun permit and then a CCW, which was the carrying a concealed weapons permit. Then about mid-90s, it became one permit. They did away with the separation of the two permits and made it just basically one permit. Now they kind of want you to, they want you to keep it concealed. I mean, they're not telling you that, but it's kind of a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Come on, man, just keep it concealed because if you're wearing it on your hip and everybody can see it, people start just getting stupid. They start freaking out. Oh, he's got a gun. He's got a gun.
Yeah.
You know, so really and truthfully, it's one permit, and you don't have to have it, but it sure is worth having.
Yeah, I was just wondering about like going outside, like say. I have to go out to my car and it's 1-2 o'clock in the morning. Can I legally carry my gun out there with me just in case?
Yeah. And yeah, I got now that you have, and this is from Brett, now that you have your carrying permit, you just directly bypass all the calls and the background check. And see, that's why I went ahead and got mine because I didn't want to have to deal with that back in the days. Okay. So Alex, no, you don't. Of course, it's moving again. No, you don't have to have a carrying permit to buy a gun in Georgia. If you don't have a permit, of course, you have to go through the NICS, which is the instant background check, that's true. The vehicle, the thing that's changed over the years with the vehicle, but he's got your vehicle as an extension of your house.
Well, that's Abby.
But it's, hold on. Okay. I know. I'm just trying to catch up really fast.
Okay.
Your vehicle is your extension of your house and home. So you don't have to have a permit to have it in your car. Used to, and this is, like I said, now that I just call people, I don't even worry about remembering. Used to, it had to be in your glove box or it had to be exposed. Yeah. And then they changed it in the 90s where it could be in glove box, in plain sight, or in your arm console. Because, you know, back in the 70s, 80s, there wasn't a lot of arm consoles.
Right.
Then in the 90s up till now, everybody's got an arm console, or most cars do.
But then you still have to tell, if you're pulled over, you still have to say, hey, I have.
Well, it's just a general courtesy to say, hey, I got a firearm in here. You know, but now they're saying that if it's in your car, it doesn't have to be exposed, whether you got a permit or not. Now, that's what some people are saying. I would have to have more information to know for sure.
Yeah, because, I mean, you
because back in our days, back in the 80s and 90s, they were just fixing the law so that you could carry it in a briefcase or a purse in your vehicle, but you couldn't walk around with it in open public in your briefcase or your purse because then that was considered concealed. You'd have to have the permit for that. So a lot of things have changed. That's why I like having the GeorgiaCarry.org people on speed dial because every time we normally have these questions, right now we have police officers and excuse me as I'm burping up coffee over here. We have Alex and some police officers listening that are kind of filling us in as well as quick as we're talking about it.
Yeah, because I really need
and it's
to
actually moving
rights.
so fast I can barely keep up with it. Okay, here's Alex. You can carry a gun in your home, property, car, or place of business without a permit. You don't have to say you have a gun, but it sure is a nice yes.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you tell an officer, by the way, I have a firearm. I mean, they're automatically, I'm not going to say that they're going to pull their weapon, but they're automatically.
Well,
good morning, Alex. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning.
I said it once. I guess you didn't hear me.
If this biatch could play the lottery, we'd be millionaires.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, the chat's moving pretty fast.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's moving super fast.
Yeah. All right. So in Georgia, you do not need a carry permit to buy a gun, obviously. When you go to the store, if you don't have a permit, you go through the instant background check. If you have a carry permit, you can skip that part because you've already been through all the checks to get your permit.
Okay.
And of course, the train.
Yeah.
Alex Alex, she can pick lotto numbers, and you can find a train.
Yeah, there is no permitless carry whatsoever in Georgia anymore.
Okay, so that has changed then.
Yeah, it used to be you could open carry without a permit. Now you have to have a carry permit to carry open or concealed.
Okay.
Without
so, anyways,
permit,
the way to word it, to be clear, is if you're carrying it on your person, it has to have a permit.
In public.
In
there's
public.
There's a carve out to that rule. You can have a gun. You can carry a gun on your property, in your car, or your place of business without a carry permit.
Right.
Okay.
And you are able to go from your place of business to your car and to your home by carrying that gun if you're going between those three, those places. Right. So
just situational at that point.
Exactly. And that was a carve out just to make sure that people who don't have a permit are still safe.
Right.
And between the three places they go the most, home, car, work. And that's it. That's the rules. And so 10 millimeter is wonderful, by the way. I love it.
They're huge, though.
Well, they're not. They make all different. It's not just.
I think it just falls under what gun it was.
There are. I mean, Glock, for example, makes 3 different 10 millimeters. Again, they have their full size, their compact, and their subcompact in 10 millimeter.
Yeah, because I thought about buying the changeover, even though price wise, it's not worth it. I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody what I'm fixing to say. Price wise is not worth it. I just want to do it. But I wanted to buy the changeover to take my 9mm to a 50 cal.
Well, I saw a 9 millimeter yesterday.
But it's like $1,200 for nothing. If I'm gonna spend $1,200, just go buy the Desert Eagle 50 cal.
Yeah, but then you're also probably looking at $1.50 or $2 a round or something ridiculous like that.
Well, when I shoot the guy trying to carjack me, I don't care what it costs me.
That's true.
That's where I'm looking at military Mike. That's why me and you and Mike all disagree on certain things. Some guns I could care less how they shoot. I just need to know that when I aim it at your belly button, I blow your spine apart. Yeah, that's all I care about.
I agree with that. I see you, but from my standpoint, I'm a big proponent of training with the gun.
No, I know.
Working with the gun.
Yeah.
I just like picking on y'all because when I say it, you two gun snobs throw your nose in there at me.
And I will tell you this: if you have a bunch of 45 ammo, you need to sell it, man, because that's at a premium price.
Yeah, I got it.
Also, the frame of the weapon is not designed for a 50 cal.
That's very true.
Yeah, and
I know.
Will crack.
I know. I mean, I've read it. That's why I'm like, it's just not worth it.
Yeah, I see guys that do.
In other words, it look good on your hip. You just don't want to shoot it. But the one time that you ever have to kill somebody,
being a guy that's had to carry a weapon on a daily basis, I can tell you one is that ammunition is so freaking heavy it'll pull your pants down. Which I'm okay with.
Right.
But the next thing is like, you ever seen anybody that takes like a AR-15, changes over to 50 cal, shoots it twice, ruins their scope,
right,
and absolutely shatters the lower receiver, and they go, "Whoa, why'd I do that?"
I could use a 50 cal Derringer. I wouldn't care. I'll take a 50 cal one shot.
Get one of those judges.
If I shoot you, it's to blow your spine off your body. I don't care if you're alive.
Yeah, I mean, serious. Instead of that, get a judge.
No, I do want the judge. Now, don't get me wrong, you guys. I have been wanting the judge. I forgive me for what I'm about to say, but it's not 8 o'clock. I got a hard on for a judge. I'm going to buy one. I can't help it.
If you buy the one that's all steel, it's a very, very soft shooting gun. Yeah. It shoots a powerful round.
Doesn't one of your buddies have it?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought we had talked about that because the cool thing is you can go to the 410 bird shot. Yes. I mean, your very first round could be 410 bird shot. Yeah. And if they're stupid enough to want the second round, hit them with a slug. You know.
Yeah. Now I would go the other route. My first 2 or 3 rounds would be 45 long Colt, just in case I'm having to punch through a barrier.
Yeah.
Then I would have a couple of 410.
I just kind of thinking my warning shot. You know what I mean? But you're right. But see, here's the catch: is that does fall under what me and you both. You've been held up. And I've been in, me and you, let's word it this way. You and I both have been in similar situations where you were in your car when you were being held up, and I was in my car when I had to stick the gun under my arm and aiming under the guy's chin because he was attempting to pull me out of my window. So we've both been very similar situations. We were both in the vehicle. So in my mind, it's always going to be that first shot.
Yeah.
Right.
If I ever pull it, it's to get you off of me.
Right. Now think about that. Think about what you would have had to have shot through
with
the gun. Where you had it, you'd have been shooting through the steel of the door, and that little 410 bird shot probably would have punched through.
Well, my angle, the way I was shooting, because I was in a lowrider, it was.
Oh, you were shooting up.
Yeah, it was right. I literally had my left arm on the steering wheel, and the sleeve of my T-shirt was hanging down, and I had the snub 38. Right at my left boob, if you will, and the barrel was under my sleeve. So if I would have shot, it was going to go right under my arm and straight up under his neck area, and probably collarbone-ish up to chin area. That's all I was aiming for, just to get them off of me.
Now I got a crazy question. Can you shoot the same with both hands?
I can, yeah.
Depends on what kind of shooting you're talking about.
I mean,
self-defense or training like Alex does.
Self-defense.
Oh, you can pull the trigger with any finger you want.
Yeah,
because
I go out and shoot with both hands every single time just to make sure I am. I'm not as good with my left hand as I am with my right. But
I'm a lefty, so I'm better with my left.
Well, that's what Travis and I were talking about.
That's the funny thing. I'm left-handed naturally, but I shoot predominantly right.
Yeah, me too. The only thing I do left-handed is right and eat. Everything else, throw ball, everything I do is right-handed.
May I make a suggestion there, Redneck Steph?
Yeah.
Learn how to fire and operate the weapon correctly and proficiently with your right hand. Because when push comes to
dominant.
And I know these guys are talking about their adventures in,
East
Decatur, they're picking up a dime bag.
All we're talking about is when the necessity came to pull the gun, you got to be able to reach for it.
And I just want to know that I can use both hands. If
just practice with the regular one, because when you're so scared, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to think about any of that stuff. You're going to go to what's natural, and that will be, believe it or not, it's going to be to automatically put that weapon in your.
Whatever your dominant hand is going to be what you're going to instantly reach for.
Yeah, and also remember, 90% of the time, if you do get into a situation, you are going to be shooting one-handed.
Right.
You're going to be using your other arm to defend yourself or something.
The guy's going to probably be 3 feet away from you.
Yeah, so learn to shoot with one hand. Don't get dependent on using 2 hands.
Okay.
I teach people all the time.
I use my right hand to shoot. And then, of course, the rifle, when I shoot the rifles, I have the butt of the gun on my right shoulder. And
let me tell you, you know what sucks about shooting left-handed?
Go on.
12 gauge.
It's like somebody else's. It's like someone else is shooting the gun for you.
Shooting a 12 gauge.
Like my girlfriend.
Shooting a 12. I can shoot left or right. That's the good thing about being ambidextrous. But the problem is when you're shooting a 12 gauge left-handed, every time you chamber another one, you're blowing a hot shell right past your face.
Yeah.
And I've hit myself a couple times. But let me tell you, when I had the Hellfire trigger on my SKS, And that clip I had, or magazine, as you professionals want to call it, would hold 36 rounds. And by the time you go, and all that brass is popping you in your face, you learn real quick. I need to shoot this right-handed next time.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
I had shells dropping down in my shirt, dude, and burning me as they were going down the front of my shirt.
I like it when people go through a couple of magazines and then they go to set the rifle down. And they'll set it down on its buttstock and hold it by the barrel.
Oh yeah,
burn their
that's
hand.
beautiful. Training kids to shoot the M4 that are left-handed is freaking hilarious. Now there is a deflector that you can put on an M4, but you don't do it the first couple hundred times.
Right.
I saw a couple of guns yesterday at Shots Fired that I would love to have.
Why the hell you keep plugging that business? They're not a sponsor.
Yeah.
They need to be, man. I'm going to go.
Every time she says it, it's like product placement. She keeps naming the name of the place.
You know, there's a place up in Monroe, too. I need to talk to them.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, that'd be a good
How about this? You know, my grandfather, my granddaddy Sam, which is my dad's dad, was a paratrooper, right? The dudes that jumped out of a plane during World War II. And
I was a paratrooper.
You just are shaped like a pear. There's a difference.
Watch it.
Stephanie's about to spit.
No, I didn't even drink.
The first time,
boy, how many times have you said that?
The first time he ever saw me with my SKS, I get out, I got the bipod on it, I got that magazine hanging out at the bottom of it, the red dot scope,
he was laughing at
the 2-inch long Teflon stock that was the sniper stock, and he's like, "Boy, what do you plan on doing with that?" I said, "Deer hunt." He said, "You are crazy." He said, "You don't need 30 rounds." I said, "Depends on how many deer you're shooting at and how bad your aim is." He said, "What's that little contraption on the bottom?" And I said, "Well, the ATF won't let you make one automatic, but you can put this adapter on." So we took a cinder block and stuck it out in his field. And my grandfather had only seen automatic weapons on television. You know what I mean? Because World War II, right? So he watches me destroy this cinder block in front of this big round thing of hay, you know, that had been pulled up from his property. And it's just, and he's just like, "What the hell?" Give me that other magazine, I'll shoot it.
See, I figure, here's the way I look at it. If you go hunting that way, I consider it pre-tenderizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. All right, listen, I got to run back.
All right, man. Thanks for calling in.
All right, guys.
All right,
See you
bye.
later.
All right, y'all. We need to shoot off the commercial. We went over. It's just hilarious. We was in one of those moods this morning, and we'll be right back. This song goes out to anybody that might need it.
Cool.
Thanks, honey.
Thank you.
Thanks, honey.
All right. So why are you so quiet?
Hey, John,
Why are you so quiet?
Oh no, I just what? Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt. I didn't really know.
No, it was it was a good topic. You could jump right in there.
Just I hate to admit it, but I overslept.
Oh yeah, I wish I did.
It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, "Hey, I better get some sleep," and I did.
I woke up at 3:05 going, "Bessie, like an alcoholic needing a shot of liquor. I want my Bessie."
I was doing the same thing. It's weird.
You wanted your Bessie? Mike's going, "Titty, I want a titty."
I rarely ever oversleep, but today
I you're gonna say you barely get a titty in your mouth.
Yeah, that too.
I really do that. I'm like, okay.
Man, I had the window open. It was just perfect sleeping conditions.
I didn't sleep too good last night.
My
It's
wife
kind of
worked
hard
all
to.
friggin' night.
Smooth. Aw. Oh, is there? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Come at you.
I don't know if you heard, but we were hit again over the weekend.
Are you freaking serious?
And they killed my cat this time too.
You have watch out, Bella.
Oh, we're done.
You have
Ashley is graduating. We're done. We can't do it anymore. We're
you
done.
have you've got somebody doing it. You've got an enemy. They're making come on now.
But they staked out the house Friday night.
Got them.
Yeah, they staked it out Friday night because my neighbor saw the same vehicle 6 different times. Once they stopped in front of my house, and then they stopped in front of it was the grass in between his house and his neighbor, and they started getting out walking towards my house, and then he opened the door and they took off running to get in their truck.
Recognize the vehicle?
No, nobody has ever seen the vehicle. It was a full-size yellow Dodge, but this time they came out. And when they came back on Saturday, they stole the security camera and killed my cat. And we don't know exactly.
The baby monitor's on. We heard you talking bad about us the whole time.
Yep.
What's bad is when I was sitting on the toilet with bad stomach the other day, Crystal's listening.
Oh no.
I get out there and she goes, man, I'm glad I didn't stay in there. I went, what are you talking about? She said, I heard you in the bathroom. I was like, oh no. And I was like, oh my God, my stomach's killing me.
Ew.
I was like, please God, oh my God.
So it's a yellow SUV.
A yellow Dodge, full-size Dodge with a camper shell. Oh.
Just rather keep it that way. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was a yellow full-size Dodge.
The Beatles.
With blacked out windows.
How hard can this be to find?
How long?
Yeah.
With a camper shell. Looks like a
So it's a full-size Ram?
with a camper shell that makes it look like an SUV.
And this is the one that got pulling back full past your house?
Yeah, Friday night. And then Saturday, when we looked at the video, and apparently that's one of the reasons why the investigator wants it, we saw someone walking by. They walked up the street once, walked back down the street, and then the next time that they came by our house, they were running. And so they want the video for that. But you can't see anything except for their figure running in the street.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that they were wearing a hooded sweatshirt because you can see the hood. But yeah, they're wanting to tie that in with the car. Because while all that happened at our house, Mike, the lady about 3 to 4 houses down, her car was broke into. They tried to steal it. And when they couldn't get it to hotwire, they took something and just started gouging the console.
Damn.
So I don't know if it's just isolated. And my cat being killed, they were trying to say that my cat being killed and everything that's going on with the house, that they may not even be connected. I said, well, it's awful strange that he was fine before we went to bed because I had just fed him and he was fine. And then we wake up Sunday morning and he's laying there stiff as a doornail and his eyes open. You know, you just...
I mean, the guy taking the camera down could have been sitting there. Cat could have been trying to purr and get him to pet him or anything. And he could have shut the cat up.
Yeah. Yoda. Jacob was asking me which cat. Oh, I was answering him because he can hear us.
But we're having a conversation, Stephanie.
Sorry.
Me and Mike's like, Yoda? What the fuck is she talking about?
Well,
Yeah,
you know,
Yoda
because
Man.
I've always...
Yoda Man was his name.
He's
know, I've
carrying on
always-
this weird conversation with somebody because we're
I'm
like,
half asleep.
You know that I have always mistaken you for Yoda. You know, from the day one, I've always thought your nickname was Yoda. Then when I came the first time to Star Wars, so whenever anybody's we're around and anybody says Yoda, I always go Scottie. That's my first thought. Like, Scottie, are you dressing up late at night with a lightsaber? Don't answer that. And going to Stephanie's house and
showed it to you.
Killing cats.
Hell, I showed it to both of you.
That was a chem stick. That wasn't a lightsaber.
Yoda. I was just like, what the hell are you talking about?
That kind of came out of the blue.
Yeah, Yoda has nothing to do with the conversation.
Yeah, because that's the cat's name.
Yeah, but you're carrying on some weird conversation in another dimension.
My brain is not awake yet.
Hence the reason Mondays I was talking about.
Well, last night, no, I mean, we didn't go to bed till after 2 o'clock.
I can't help your 3D sexiness.
We were holding a whatever you want to call it. We were watching the security cameras.
Scottie's still chewing.
I didn't know we were back.
Den, sausage biscuit. And boom, boom.
This is a
McGriddle.
Yeah.
Sausage, yeah, the little sweetness in there. You wouldn't think it would work, but it works really good. Thank you, DJ Smiley.
I love that better than a biscuit any day of the week.
I love DJ
it's not
Smiles.
so dry. Because you have that.
Well, I got to stop that conversation.
Yeah, unlike your humor and your
Hey!
What was I
saying?
saying?
You know nothing about that. Thank you very much.
Oh, boy.
Really? Your husband keeps asking me for that extra quart of 10W40. So I'm just assuming he needed it for something.
Just a quart? I was waiting for you to sip.
I was waiting for you to go, doesn't he need a heavier weight?
Yeah. Go to Jiffy Lube.
Bite me.
You can't drop your wife off at Jiffy Lube, can you?
I don't know.
Evil.
Well, it depends on if your wife's a recyclable one or not.
Yeah, just breaks. Wow, what a weekend for news, man. Just crazy news all over. Just insane stuff like a plane crashing out at PDK out there.
Yeah, and the guy they were talking to the guy that said he trained him over 20 years ago. And they were best friends, and he just watched it happen. It's like
Mark McKay, who's a friend, he's a pilot for WSB. Him and Greg were friends. They were, and then a lot of the radio personalities were friends with Greg as well. Apparently, he's a really, really nice guy. You know, things happen. Being a pilot's dangerous work, man.
So being a DJ, because being a DJ,
a DJ once saved my life.
When you're flying a plane, you got to just worry about it falling to the ground. Being a DJ, you have to worry about falling to the ground because of a bullet shot.
Well, I think we did good. What was that, Saturday night? We did pretty good out there.
Friday night.
Sorry. It was
Alex gave you a top-notch compliment about how you were trying to work the crowd.
He did come up and
it's just too bad the crowd wasn't working. Man, the problem is we started at what we realized. Sorry, I was trying not to sneeze in the microphone and cough at the same time.
Ooh,
they were not into any country music.
They weren't anything but
vampires. Yeah. So I should have just. I've learned a very valuable lesson. It's just play the music from the TV series.
Well,
but also we're setting up on that concrete next time. We're setting up right exactly where the screen's going to be set up. They're going to be setting that screen up in front of us, basically.
Well, I got to tell you, seriously, they were very nice people. The crowd was very nice, and as what were
very
they?
Young.
What were they? They were calling it pressing flesh. Was all of our folks that were out in the crowd talking to folks. Everybody was so nice. I can't tell you how many pictures people wanted pictures with me. Okay, that's not true. They were taking pictures, and I just kind of put myself in there.
Photobombed them.
Hell yeah, I was photobombing like crazy. And then I tried to get Scottie to dance with me. You're such a prude at these things. Seriously. You are so wrapped up in the technical aspect of it. You're a
I'm having to work.
But you're a prude. Lighten up.
I have a job to do. Let me word it this way. Not one of you people standing there know how to do anything other than talk on that microphone.
I'm talent, baby. I'm the talent.
But somebody's got to make sure the gear's running.
Oh my God, you turn into such a...
It's like a director of a play. I see what needs to be done, and I have to keep it moving.
You're running out there, freaking raising hell with the CW people. What the CW?
Oh, you are so friggin' lying. How was I raising hell with the CW people?
Because they were screwing with the speakers. Oh, another thing too that I noticed about you and a
He's
t-shirt.
making it sound like I was screaming. No,
Stephanie, was he in a good mood Friday night?
You're an idiot, Mike. What you don't realize is I was in work mode. Quit trying to make. You're trying to paint. You're trying to. You are such an asshole. You're trying to paint a picture that's not true.
If Scottie was to take a corner quick, he'd snap your neck. It's so far up his butt.
Because I have a time clock that I'm having to run by to keep this show moving, and y'all don't understand it because you don't know that world.
No, I'm the talent.
You. I don't know if I'd call you talent, but you had to do what you had to do on the microphone. But what we need to do is y'all always have to remember there's funny mode and work mode. When I'm in work mode, it's 100% got to get the job done because everybody standing there has to have entertainment. And if I'm not doing what I got to do, there will be no entertainment. So if I'm not doing what I'm doing, you can't even talk on that microphone. My problem is we had already talked to the CW. We'd already talked to the Mystic Grill. They were running behind on the little question and answering that was supposed to happen at 7. So at 7:05, I go tell CW, look, I just got told we're a few minutes behind. If they come out here, you send somebody to tell me. If they come to tell me, I'll send you the information. Let's work together. Let's make sure that we're both ready. The lady from the tour thing, all of a sudden, standing out there, and CW didn't talk to her. She didn't talk to them. They're all just standing there, and she comes over and not so nicely says, we're sitting here waiting on you. And I'm like, you were supposed to tell me when y'all were ready.
Oh, yeah.
I said, she goes, well, we need the microphones. I said, it's not that easy. I have to shut my whole system down, and we have to wheel it over there and plug it all back in. I said, that's why y'all were supposed to tell me.
She don't want to hear all that.
Here's the thing. It's just like you. You don't know how the mechanicals work. They don't either. They just say, hey, we need microphones. They don't know what it takes to get microphones over there. They don't know all that. But at the same time of not knowing, you can't expect it within 30 seconds either because it doesn't work that way.
And then she kept standing right there.
And I kept saying, you can't stand in front of the speaker. And she kept standing in front of the speaker.
Yeah, so the feedback.
And she kept making the microphone clip. And every time it would clip, it'd turn itself off. So I couldn't get her to understand it.
Yeah.
But it also falls back to it wasn't planned.
Ooh, you almost said it.
What?
You almost said it.
Said what?
Go ahead, rag on it.
I was just going to say it wasn't planned right for the entertainment part of it. What I'm going to have to do is on the next one, it's going to be, okay, when y'all have y'all's meeting, I need to be there.
Yeah.
Because we're going to set up in a different spot too, so that the Q&A will not put people in front of speakers. We're going to make it where it's going to work, but we got to know more. I mean, we didn't know anything till like an hour before we got there of where things were going to be set. You know what I mean? And I'm not ragging on people. People have to realize there's funny Scottie and then there's work Scottie. And at that moment, there's a lot of technical stuff that has to go on, and I'm the only one that knows how to do it. Travis wasn't there to help set it up.
Oh, dang, got Travis in there too.
No, but I mean, Travis, at least when we are setting up, Travis knows. He knows where things are supposed to go.
Well, Stephanie knows, doesn't she? Don't you know Redneck
Stephanie wasn't there.
I wasn't there yet.
Oh, got you in there too, didn't I?
Yeah, you're such a stool sample.
Stool.
It's the only sense I could say that.
Oh, you're right that one down.
I couldn't figure out any sense of way of saying it.
You're a stool sample. I don't like it.
So you're such a stool sample.
I got a bunch of pictures with some very attractive women. It was fun. I had fun.
That's because you photobombed them.
Yeah, well, they shouldn't take pictures in front of me. Hey, they were warned. But I do have to tell you, man, it's even my son was talking about. He's like, wow, if you want to get anybody's attention, you need to have canines or something. Jeez.
Well, we know but I mean, this is the first one we did, and I'm not knocking anybody.
No, by
it
no means.
Sounds like I am, but you have to know that I'm a perfectionist, and that's why Mike's picking. Mike's picking because he knows that I'm super particular, because I want all you peoples. I want when y'all to show up, I want y'all to walk away going, man, that was badass. See, I want y'all walking away saying how awesome it was. And it's my job to make it better every single time, to make your experience more fun every single time. Hey. So I'm just a perfectionist. And Mike's trying to be an a-hole and a stool sample. And he's trying to pick on me for trying to make it the best that I can.
I do have
Mike, I know what it is. You're so used to being a letdown to everybody that you don't understand what it means to try to be better.
Yeah. Well, I hope that helps your.
You've acknowledged the fact that listen, I'm the best I'm ever going to be.
Listen,
like my buddy Frank used to say, if you do good all the time, the first time you screw up, your wife would never let you live it down. But if you screw up every day, the one day you do something great, she praises you for it. That's Mike.
Yeah, you got a kind of a dysfunctional family there.
No, that's the way you see it too.
Check this out. This is something we did notice. So when you were running around, because generally we see you in a dark T-shirt because of the studio.
Yes.
But there you kind of had on a light pair of shorts.
Yeah, because it was hot.
Dude, you're gaining weight.
No shoot.
You are a fatty.
I know.
Man,
I need to get back in the gym.
We were all commenting. Even some kids that I don't know came up and went, "Who's the fat guy?"
Right.
And I thought they were talking about me, but they were pointing at you. I'm like, I don't know. He's a perfectionist. I said, wow. But then I noticed it. You had like sweat rings around you, like a tree.
Can I ask you something? Could it be that while I was running around, you, your son, and Alex were sitting in this chair over at the bus just enjoying life?
Well, I would have been in the bus, but you didn't have the air conditioner on.
I mean, you know, I'm over here yelling at Stephanie, run, because we got the pressure. Like people are standing there waiting for us to give a mic up.
I can't run.
And Stephanie
does not.
Stephanie can't run.
I can't run.
Stephanie has 2 modes, slow and slower.
Yeah,
she moves faster when she's drunk. It ain't a straight line, but it's faster. She may take a lot of lefts and rights when she's drunk, but she actually gets to the destination sooner being intoxicated than she does sober.
Well, she can fall and work it.
Yeah, but I've never seen. You know, they say the fastest point from A to B is a straight line, but that's a lie. Because Stephanie drunk, it's like the turtle and the hare racing. I mean, drunk, she can, even if she makes 4 pit stops and goes right, she still gets there sooner, and I don't get it.
And Alex says, and who ended up running? You did.
Yeah,
Alex,
she had to pass the mic off like it was the friggin'
like
400 at the baton at the Olympics. Watching her pass it to Alex was like watching the friggin' Special Olympics.
Wow, that's good. That's good.
All I needed to hear was friggin' chariots of fire, man. And Coach Mike sitting at the chair going, run, Stephanie.
I never tell anybody to run. You can always count on that. I will never tell people to run.
No, I think you were saying she had the runs.
She was leaving a trail behind.
That's what I was getting at.
It's, yeah,
wow.
Sweat.
She thought she was Hansel and Gretel having to leave a breadcrumb, and that was really dingleberries.
Yeah, it was either a stool sample or something. I don't know.
No, but we had a good time. I'm just a perfectionist, so I've already had. Man, I got this all figured out how we're doing it next year. Like you see where the CW was parked.
Yes,
I'm
Which
thinking
one?
the big truck.
Okay.
Okay.
No, there was 2 trucks, Mike.
Remember, they had the tent,
Yes.
and then they had the truck. We either need to be set up with a tent in front of their truck, or we need to have our tent to the right of their tent. Well, if you're facing their tent, we'd have been to the left. In other words, let's make it make sense. Everybody that was walking up to stand in front of the CW, by the time that line formed, they'd been standing in front of us too. Exposure.
I got one of the CW guys to download the app.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
I wonder if he's listening this morning.
I don't know.
So listen, Brian Eubanks sends a message, says, miss y'all, haven't been listening in a long time. I said, I know, but you had a package delivery.
Yes.
Wow.
So, you're exercising your right of your freedom to take off from work, but they had a baby.
Yay!
Yes. Congratulations, Brian and Brittany.
He says, I'm back. The first thing I hear is Mike bitching. And he said that they should be bringing her home today.
Awesome. Great news.
Yeah, baby.
And I was letting Bobby, our security guy.
I need to talk to Bobby.
Well, we're going to be getting him involved. But he was ready to come install last week. All the stuff here at the house, the alarm, security cameras, and stuff. But I was under the impression last week my roofers were going to be here working.
Yeah, because you even said
right. So I was like,
yeah.
well, let me get the roofing done. Because if not, your guys are going to be in the attic, and these guys are going to be outside banging on the dang roof,
Hell yeah.
So let me get the roof and taken care of real quick. Well, now I get a letter, and I get the stupid generic letter. I get 2 letters, one that's certified, one that's not certified. And it's almost like they boo-booed a little bit when I say this.
Mm-hmm.
The letters I got should have been what I received first, to say that we're going to send out the guy to look at your roof. I actually had the guy come look at the roof first. Just for Fun Radio, how can we help you?
I don't understand how Mike can be such a worthless bag of skin in the studio, but so very good at a public event.
Isn't that something?
It's amazing.
It's 2 different guys, and I can't figure it out either. Because he gets under my skin, and I just want to throat punch him here in the studio 90% of the time.
I'm kidding. I actually like him in the studio too. But
he likes me on this table.
This is the first public event Mike and I have both been at the same time. I was shocked, man.
Really? Because I remember sitting next to you during the debate.
No. That wasn't a show. That was a debate.
But that wasn't a show. That was
Yeah.
It
was just on the air and microphone.
Yeah, but Mike and Alex are having to learn the difference between being on the mic at a radio show and being on the mic at the debate, and then being on the mic at an event. Because then at an event, I need the class clown. Not the pervert, but the class clown.
At the debates, I got it down. I moderated debates Saturday.
Yeah.
How'd that go?
The events. I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fill us in later about that.
There's going to be a video posted, and you're going to hear me yelling at a few Republicans.
So are you going to use it? You're going to use that for Tuesday night?
No, I didn't film the video. They did.
Okay. But I mean, are you going to talk about it on your show Tuesday night? That's what I'm saying.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
That'd be interesting. That way we can lead people
what.
listening right now into going, hey, make sure you listen to Tuesday night show.
Yeah.
Well, listen to Tuesday night show.
I was trying to set it up. See, as the director, Mike, y'all don't see half of what really goes on.
Well, you have to understand that you have the talent mic, and then you have apparently the pervert mic.
Yes.
And then you have
we have medicated
Then
mic.
you have the high school jinx mic. Then you have the sexy mic.
But see,
there's no I in win.
I have to do that all the time because there's a difference between DJ Scottie at a bike event, DJ Scottie at a public event, and DJ Scottie at a church event.
You know what that's called, right?
It's called being an actor.
You should split personality. Yeah.
It's called being
multiple personalities.
It's called being an actor and being able to do your job.
It's called psycho.
So,
well, I was very impressed by Mike. I thought he did a great job, and I just wanted to say.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
He's learning.
My son wants to hang out with you more. I don't know what that means.
And
it's because I
not in a Catholic sort of way.
Not in a Catholic priest sort of way.
Not in the older Catholic guy sort of way.
Yeah. I teach him all these filthy British words. That's what.
Well, he really, he was like, he's really smart. And I said, it's just the accent.
I thought you were going to say it was just an act.
Speaking of accent, Alex had a lady hitting on him.
Oh, is that the one with the teeth?
It was so funny.
Did y'all see
wait, is it unlike the women that normally hit on you at Waffle House without teeth?
Yeah, she tells him.
I love the way Mike says that. Is that the girl with the teeth?
No.
Why, Mike? Are you used to girls with no teeth?
Well, yeah, of course. But
she
had fangs.
We were in a bite night. BAT.
You were so.
Alrighty.
Let me guess. This is the
That's
stupid Scotty.
I just got finished reading something.
B-A-T.
Jacob, as soon as I was putting
Let
my
me
phone
write
down,
that down.
Jacob typed something, and I was trying to read it too.
The B-A-T night.
Bait night. That's when Mike tries to get you to the van.
Well, I was the master of the ceremonies at bait night. Get it?
it was hilarious.
Well,
because
that's only when you were at masturbate night.
she told him.
All right,
She said,
let Stephanie tell her story because I have no idea.
I cannot
The
believe
one
a caller is giving us hell about letting Steph talk.
Right? The flies just jumped over the moon.
the one that told you that you could be an actor or something, that you could be somebody, and I said,
Because he's not now, Stephanie.
that's what the lady said, and I told her, I said, he is somebody. That's our Alex on Just for Fun Radio.
Oh my God, Steph.
Oh yeah,
Remember it, Alex?
You can
That was a beautiful insult. That was awesome.
That was
Stephanie,
what the
that's
lady
the best
said.
insult you've ever done.
Hey, Alex, Redneck Steph said, you know what? You could be somebody.
No, that was the lady. I
That's
told
what
the
she
lady
said.
that
That's what she
he was
said. That's what
somebody.
she said.
I'll tell you what. If she was hitting on me, she was doing a very poor job of it.
Yes, she
How about we get into the Mystic Grill and Alex starts hitting on me? Alex
Oh, come
looks at
on,
me.
man.
We're standing at the bar ordering some
Yeah.
drinks. He turns and looks at me. We're like 6 inches from our arms touching. He says, "You come here often?"
Oh my God. I knew it.
So then I turn back to order my beer, and I'm thinking, oh shoot. So I turn back around and say, you know what? I'm not actually hitting on you.
And the bad thing is I took a step backwards and my butt backed into Travis's front. He says, "Hey, don't be backing that thing up on me." And I looked at him, and then I looked at Alex. I looked back at him. I said, "Where in the hell am I that one
Hell,
guy's
man.
trying to stick me and one's asking me out on a date?"
Welcome to Pivot Land.
That's right.
Okay, I'm
Thought
really
I was
mad
in a
now. I
circle jerk
left.
all of a sudden.
Yeah, I'm pissed off.
All
I
right.
left.
You
now.
shouldn't have left. You could have had me up against the bar. Apparently, everybody else was trying.
Dang. Oh, so you're saying I would have?
Well, you are that
Bonus
weirdo.
round.
In your case, it'd be boner around.
Well, I mean, you know, there's pervert Mike, there's public Mike, and there's also rapey Mike.
That's
Oh, yeah.
right.
Yeah,
That's
fair.
right. Well, it's not
All right.
considered rape. She couldn't speak.
Yeah, it's called chloroform-induced dating.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for calling in.
All right.
All right,
See ya.
bye.
They did.
Bye.
Oh my God. Anyways, yeah, man, it was a good night. I really, because I'm such a perfectionist, I've replayed it 100 times on how to make it better.
Yeah.
So,
Obviously, you haven't noticed the fact that you have a beautiful wife.
what
He
in the
notices
world
that
does
every
that
day.
have to do?
I would not spend my whole weekend replaying date night in my head if I had a beautiful wife like yours. Not to mention she brought awesome McGriddles this morning for breakfast.
That's what
After
she
working
said.
all night. Come on, man.
Yeah,
you don't find them like this.
No, you sure don't. She was up all day yesterday, and I had no idea. Like she said, she'd talk to me. I think she's so used to texting people that she sometimes forgets what she's told me or not told somebody else. Because I do the same thing. I forget what I tell her, what I don't
It
tell her.
doesn't matter. As long as she comes home every night.
No, but I mean, she says, she
Yeah.
took a little bit of a nap, and I was like, yesterday, I was like, oh, you deserve it. I didn't realize why she was taking a nap.
that poor thing.
About 8:30, she's like, man, it's going to be hard being up all night. And I went, why the hell are you going to be up all night? She goes, I got to go to do the inventory. I went, oh my God, I didn't know.
Yeah, usually she does that at the beginning of the month.
No,
Doesn't-
it's once a month.
Yeah, it's once a month. I know that, but
But
man,
now
isn't that a lot?
But sometimes it's twice a month.
Isn't that a lot of inventory?
Well, I mean, if you figure the amount of product that goes through that
Oh
store.
God, I can only imagine. Now, what department does she work in?
Bakery Deli.
Bakery
Takes care of
Deli.
Bakery Deli.
Bakery
Hey, let's
Deli.
go to commercial. I know we're over talking. Give us this second. We'll be right back. It's just fun in the morning.
Woo-hoo.
Ooh.
Oh,
Jacob says Tracy Ullman made killer cash off her personalities, which that's true. She used to have the whole show.
yeah, but Tracy Ullman.
She's different.
You know what I've been watching is Arrested Development.
I could never get into
Oh my God, it is really bad, but I don't know. I watched Next this weekend. He can see like 2 minutes into the future.
Oh, yeah. Wow, it's that long ago.
And Jessica Biel's in it.
I need to watch it.
It was interesting. I fell asleep in it though.
Some of his movies lately, like him and Bruce Willis, have been doing flops.
Yeah,
like they're just trying to do whatever.
And Nicolas Cage is.
After Gone with 60 Seconds, he's been downhill ever since.
So, National Treasure.
Was that after Gone with 60 Seconds?
Yeah.
National Treasure. Those were good movies. But
I really didn't care for the second one.
Like
but the first
Fraser,
one.
you know, he's went
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
How about those?
Yeah.
They were relying on a comic book to sell it.
Well, that and Eva Mendes. That movie Next was, I mean, that was a pretty cool concept and twists and turns. I love it. I'm not under the weather this weekend.
Oh, mine yesterday was just shot to hell and back.
I've only had stuff that I was concerned about stolen once.
Yeah.
It was 30 years ago. Very clear in my mind. I go over it 100 times. What did I do wrong? This, that. Timberlake.
Be a dog.
I didn't have to, Daddy.
Sniff around or something.
Go eat
Sniffy,
shit.
sniffy. Let me tell you something, man. They are flying. Hey, yes, you can. If I can be here early, you can pet me. Oh, you're talking to Bella, sorry.
Go lay down. It's because she don't want to get up and run. She just wants to lay around all the time. I'm sure she's needing to dry them lungs out a little bit or something.
So, Megyn Kelly is.
I don't even know what a Megyn Kelly is.
Yes, you do.
We'll just save it till we go back on the show.
Or the
news
lady.
Fox. Done movies, photos. I think she was even a sports. The blonde that always gets in trouble with Trump. How about that?
Yeah, she's getting a new show. Ow, something just bit me. Fish Bourbon Radio. Just for fun.
Oh, Jesus.
Not a suck up.
Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum.
I. You don't do it. I. And we're back. Do we have anything intelligent? Did anybody see me post a picture this morning? Let me go pull it up. It'd probably be better to poke y'all in the face and make you see it.
Oh, don't. What's the picture about?
It's on Just for Fun's website. I mean, not website, but well, it would be on the website too, because now our website shows everything that's getting posted on the Fun page too.
Cool.
So how about that one? There's a picture that I posted that has two bathroom doors. One says balls and one says no balls. I mean, is it that? It's that simple.
Nah, they just need to go to what'd you call it? One manners.
One manners, man. One man.
That's what's going to happen. They're just.
How about this one right here? The 40 is a picture of Hillary Clinton. It says the 45th president of the United States. It says, "Do you really hate Trump enough to watch this happen?"
Wow. Yeah, it's such a big debate.
Any comment on that one?
It's such a big debate, but you know what? I don't think there's enough people that would landslide it over there, would hate Trump so much that they'd all vote for Hillary or not vote where it makes a big enough difference. I think those people are.
How about this one? I posted a picture. It's a button on a blue jean jacket that says, "I voted." Quote, "Don't worry. I didn't vote on the shitty candidate. I voted for the less shitty one."
Yeah.
Yeah, but over the weekend, yesterday we were riding around and I saw a lot of cars that had Trump bumper stickers on them.
Well,
I ain't gonna talk about the Confederate flag sticker that was next to it, but
two things. You got the whole group of people now that are going to join in with Trump and say, "Oh, I like Trump from the beginning," which no.
whether they did or didn't, as long as they vote.
Yeah,
because somebody made a point to me. About our local election. Let's just word it that way. And they said, "I don't really care for either of the two candidates, so I'm just not going to vote for either of them." And it's like, but then doesn't it mean the one that you particularly don't like stands the chance of winning?
Yes.
So like we know you don't care for either one, but we know one of them you really don't like.
Yeah.
So by not voting kind of seals our fate.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't get people sometimes.
Your vote not only counts, but your not vote also has
counts on the other end.
Yeah.
Yes. Especially if you want to do something about this county.
Well, how come this is what I don't understand? That was a scary picture. Huh? This is what I don't understand about that mentality is. So if an election is going and you don't like who wins, that you simply abandon your party.
That's right.
That doesn't make sense.
But it just means you just gave it away.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, keep your damn vote. That's the way I look at it. If you're only going to freaking participate when your person wins, then, come on. That's kind of ridiculous. That's very immature.
Very ridiculous.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's just a sad day that I understand that you don't like the two, but if you definitely hate one, how do you just give it away?
Give it
away now.
So anyhow, that's just a thought. Anything else happening this week?
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Obviously we kind of briefly talked about the aircraft that the biplane.
Yeah, what caused it? Does anybody know yet? Or they're still researching?
Yeah, they're still researching it. Of course, wind was a big issue probably. The maneuver he did was basically, it's not that, a very extremely high level of difficulty. So there's a real good chance, because of the way it looks, is that the maneuver was just too much for the aircraft or too much for the pilot.
It just didn't go that time.
Yeah. So
just didn't stick.
Just didn't stick you eye. It's unfortunate, but I think pilots, people that love aviation, if you die doing that, you're probably the happiest dead person ever. People that love aviation understand the dangers involved. And, my wife and I, my ex-wife and I were, like probably about 27 years ago, we were in Ramstein, Germany, when the Italian team wrecked and 91 people got killed right in front of us. So I don't go to air shows and I'm absolute aviation fanatic, but I don't go to air shows just because of the bad memories there. A lot of people, Greg had a lot of friends there this weekend, which, is hey, if you got it, you got to go. What do they say? Eat right, exercise regularly. Still gonna die.
Well, yes, and that's why I shake my head sometimes, because when I hear people make comments, it's kind of like, well, I mean, is it really gonna?
It's gonna happen, man. So,
is it really gonna change anything?
He's up there hanging out with God, checking us out, going, they had to get up early on Monday. So, that's the way I look at it. He was a lucky man.
Why?
A talented man.
Why do I feel like I mean, I'm having an episode of friggin' Forrest Gump. That's just the way I see it. I mean, that's what you sound like there for a second.
Oh, you're talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Is this like a little bit of a get back because of the fat joke? I'm
No.
sorry. Look, if you're gaining weight and you're upset about it, don't take it out on the people you love. Okay? Seriously. I just
my gut wasn't hanging out of my shirt.
okay. Now here again, are you attacking me because you've gained weight? Or?
No, I'm bringing out the obvious of when you were trying to do something. It was like watching two sea lions or walruses fighting over a piece of fish.
Kind of like National Geographic.
Yeah, it
so
was
in
like
a way, I
watching,
was teaching.
It was like watching slow motion when you see those big walruses like coming up, colliding and fighting for male dominance.
Yeah, wow. Thank you. That's awesome.
I'm glad that you find that as a compliment.
I do, if you think about it, because you just kind of compared me to a National Geographic kind of thing.
Oh my God.
You are
long as you feel it was a compliment. You take that and you run with it.
Wow.
Well, no, I'm not going to run. Maybe Stephanie will run for me.
No, neither one of you can run.
Did y'all hear about the deck collapsing?
Yeah, and you know,
oh boy.
And it's oh my God, you could see the wood, dude.
I know it was
when they showed the bottom of it. It's like, oh my God! And to say they just had it inspected and the owner just inspected it too. No. Oh my God!
That, you know what that is? That's an attempt to CYA. That's all that is. And
yeah, well, there's nothing they're gonna be able to do. They're still liable. It's their property.
Oh yeah, of course. It is. I don't want to say it's funny because some people, you know, obviously. But you have to admit that, okay, I live in an old farmhouse, old country farmhouse. And look, we don't put more people on that deck than we absolutely positively have to.
Hell, you don't even put more than 1 foot in the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I'm okay with that, dude. Cause look, you have to know the limitations of your house.
That's right.
Yeah.
And man, you know, doesn't this happen every summer?
It seems like every summer.
Oh my! And I mean, I know that just 4 were injured here, but come on, man.
Oh, just 4?
Well, only 4? Does that sound better, Stephanie?
That's falling from the second floor.
Does that sound better?
Can we say where it is, Scotty? I mean,
it's just an apartment complex, ain't it?
Well, it happened at the Landmark at Banyan Bay Apartments.
I mean, you're not saying anything that hadn't already been said on Channel 2.
It's DeKalb County. I mean, it's the next county. It's the next county over, man. I don't want to start I don't. You know me. I don't care. But dang, man. I mean, the second floor, that's pretty decent drop when you're not expecting it and you're drunk and overweight. Was that out loud?
Well, the question is it accurate?
Yeah, it's accurate.
Yeah, were they drunk and overweight?
Yeah.
Well, they did show like beer bottles or something in the picture, didn't they?
Oh my God.
I didn't see it. Yeah. I woke up at like 6:30, had to rush to get Ashley ready for school.
Yeah, okay. Whatever your excuses is. All right, keep going, Mike.
Okay.
Whatever.
Hey, I need somebody, if we have a listener that is knowledgeable about the making of beer, I need somebody to get in touch with me through Facebook.
Oh my God. Why are you going to go there?
I'm working on something.
Okay.
I know somebody that can make moonshine. Does that count?
No, because I can do that.
Yeah, Steph. Don't even feed into that.
Yeah, that's a story for another day.
We'll call it Funshine.
That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, there's a place in Snellville we can get a hold of those folks.
Okay, yeah, I need to talk to somebody. I'm having a little trouble with one area there, and I just want to. How about the baseball? Did you hear about the baseball? They cleared the benches.
Apparently know not of what you speak of.
It got really, really quiet there, didn't it? Oh, hold on just a second.
I love when you bring stuff to the table and nobody knows what you're talking about. It's kind of like Steph yelling out Yoda a little while ago. It's like all of a sudden she had some Tourette's. Hey man, I found you a new girl today. Look right there.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh my.
Hey, talent's talent. You know, I mean,
go for it. What was your story?
Okay, well, the Blue Jays.
Trying to make up?
And this doesn't happen very often.
Well, yeah, what's your fictional story that you research so much?
No, the Blue Jays
sound like Alex now, don't I?
Yeah, the Blue Jays and the Rangers brawl show that Major League Baseball can't legislate emotions on the field. Dude, they cleared the benches. They really did.
What
On
are we
Sunday.
even talking about?
You don't know baseball?
I don't watch baseball.
Oh, okay.
So
When
you're
they say,
trying to tell me
Yeah.
that at a baseball game the other day something happened.
yes.
Okay.
When you say,
I love how you and Steph make
Well,
me
I mean,
so
Make you pull
aware
it out
of what conversation we're having here.
well, I mean, most people know what it means when you say clear the benches, but I understand. They both teams got off the benches, ran to the middle of the field, and started duking it out.
Okay, so let me just start over. So there was a baseball match, a game that happened over the
The
weekend.
Blue Jays and the Rangers.
And apparently two teams disagreed on something, ended it up on the field fighting.
Yes.
Okay, man, I'm just so happy it's Monday.
I didn't realize there was that much to it, really.
Not everybody knows everything that's happening on this show.
Jose
paint a
Bautista went into second base hard, and there was a little takeout slide there, and you know what? Tempers flared. Let's just say that. It usually doesn't. Hey, let me ask you a question. Here, I'll change this to something.
Well, I would really no. Let's not change crap. Let's go back to the story that you were trying to tell that really had no point because you just keep skipping it. So, what happened, Mike? I feel like we've got OCD, Tourette's. Somebody slipped somebody freaking acid or something. What just happened the last 30 seconds?
The Blue Jays and the Rangers had a brawl.
What was the point in the whole conversation?
Because Jose Bautista went into second base hard and tempers flared.
And
I said that.
We're discussing.
Yeah.
Was it the refs that were making decisions or something? Was that where it began?
They're called umpires.
With your first couple words?
No.
Yeah, just move on to something else because this has been the most confusing, stupid story I've ever heard.
I got the birthdays for today.
Alex, go ahead and call in on this one because you know that was intelligently lacking of, rather.
I got the celebrity birthdays for today.
Oh, let's hear it.
Okay, so Pierce Brosnan is 63 today. Deborah Winger is 61. Janet Jackson is 50.
So now she's 50 and pregnant. Because you remember when they said a couple weeks ago she was pregnant and was near 50? Near 50.
Near 50.
Yeah.
So she turned 50 today. David I can never say his name right, but he played
the dude from
Angel.
Bones?
Yes, from Bones and
Thank you.
Angel on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He's 47.
How about Angel from the TV show Angel?
Yes, Angel.
Oh my God, Stephanie.
I'm just reading. They just had Bones and Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I know, but I figured you knew who it was.
Oh, I do. I know who he is.
Okay.
Tracy Gold is 47.
She got all sexified when you said that. You said that. I know who he is.
Country singer Rick Trevino is 45. Tori Spelling is 41.
Dang.
Megan Fox is 30.
Oh my God, I thought she was older than that. Wow.
Actress Megan Fox.
She's
30 today.
She's a dirty girl.
Isn't she pregnant again?
Probably.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Brian Austin Green.
Thomas Brody Sangster from Games of Thrones. He's 26 today.
Which character is that?
It doesn't say what character he is. It just says Game of Thrones. Mark John Jeffries from the Tracy Morgan Show is 26.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
at least you didn't do like Alex. Alex was on a microphone and didn't think about pulling the microphone away from his mouth. We're live. And
I don't know who
they're naming off these stupid names. And he's like, who would name somebody this name? I'm like, don't say that on the microphone. Those are the characters from the show. He goes, oh. But don't say that on the microphone. These people in this whole town just heard you say it.
They're like 50 feet away from us, right in front of us, answering questions. It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
actually.
It was funny. And during the break, we were talking about Megyn Kelly, Fox News Channel anchor Megyn Kelly's primetime special.
Isn't this the girl that Trump kept slamming because she kept saying stupid stuff to him? But now she's got famous from that, and they're giving her own show.
Yes.
No. She was very famous beforehand.
Yeah, but I never even heard of the woman.
Are you serious?
Yes, until all the slamming of Trump.
I never heard of her.
So now she gets her own show because of it.
She's a
yes.
So as much as you hate Trump, he just made you money.
Yes.
He made you popular.
And she's actually having a sit-down interview with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Tomorrow night at 8:00 on Fox.
And I guarantee it, Donald will be a perfect gentleman.
Oh, yeah, because they already showed clips.
He'll be a perfect gentleman because it's, you know what? Donald is reactionary. President Trump is reactionary. He reacts to
No!
if you say something stupid to him or you attack him, he attacks with more, venom. And it's
Shut up!
So,
well, she's also going to be
You suck, you jackass.
she's also going to be interviewing Michael Douglas tomorrow night and former defense attorney Robert Shapiro for
Talk about OJ. I already saw the
Yeah.
clips, man. It's going to be interesting.
Robert Shapiro.
yeah, because she's going to talk to him about how he was portrayed in The People versus O.J. Simpson American Crime.
Is that show still out?
Jesus.
No, it's
Let
done.
it go.
So it's just a miniseries?
Yes,
Okay.
I think
Let
there
it
was
go.
like seven or 8 episodes.
Let
I
it
watched
go.
them.
Is OJ still in jail? Or is he out?
Oh, he's still in jail.
Let it go.
But they're saying that he's being treated like royalty still
Let
in
it
jail.
go.
That he gets whatever he wants.
I just don't get it.
I don't either. That,
God, it's well, geez, the OJ saga continues.
and that he's actually doing stuff to make money behind bars, like signing stuff and selling it.
Can't we pay somebody to shank him?
No, that would
Yeah.
be illegal.
The shanking or paying someone?
Both. But it's a good idea.
Oh yeah, get this over with so we can go to the OJ years.
Yeah, I think I'll have to look it up so before I say anything, I'm going to look it up. But
Just say it.
I think that he's going to be coming up for parole soon.
And what leads you to believe that?
Because when all of the hype about the OJ versus the whatever that show was that I just said, my brain just died.
Really?
Is there
Yeah.
a new show called My Brain Just Died?
We just
Yes,
had a
my
death
brain
on the
just died.
show.
When they were talking to the different people, I believe one of the news stories said that he was going to be out on parole soon.
Okay.
I think it's
Oh.
2018. It's either 2018 or 2019, but I'm going to look it up.
All righty then.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I'm so happy I heard all that. I was
Yeah,
kind of lost.
I'm tired now and
Me
hungry.
too, and
It's
my
weird.
brain hurts.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I heard all over. Wow. Like got hard to breathe in here.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the world to come back.
Is there a punchline to this? Am I allowed to talk about a certain male organ transplant that was performed?
You got
in
1
Boston?
minute. It's 8:59. Hurry.
Okay. The first Johnson transplant in the United States was performed in Boston over the weekend. They've never done that. I thought they had done that, but it takes 15 hours, 15-hour procedure. And they reattached the male part while the patient was.
But all this has already been done with John Wayne Bobbitt.
I don't think.
And my uncle.
Yeah. I don't. Well, I thought all this had been done too, but they're saying here that it was the first thing.
Wait a minute.
Transplant.
Okay, excuse me. Let me get this correctly. This is a transplant, meaning I took yours and put it on somebody else.
Yes.
Oh, now that's a wiener of a whole different color. Well, do you remember when the guy opened the Wizard of Oz doors and goes, "Oh, why didn't you say so? That's a horse of an entirely different color."
Wait, you said,
So I said wiener of a different color.
well, I'm not sure that he was at the store shopping for hot dogs, but
he wanted an Oscar Mayer.
wow. Or
So we wanted to go from an Oscar Mayer to a
Good.
Wrangler.
or a Hebrew Nation.
Yeah, ooh, wouldn't it be stubby?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about stubby, but there wouldn't be anything.
It'd be a speckled sausage.
beforehand. I hope you didn't get
A
the
little
with,
smoky.
yeah. I hope you didn't get a red link. I'm thinking kielbasa.
See. Well, if you get a Brocksworth, if they didn't have it right, it would not curve up. It'd be like curve left to right or down. So wouldn't you want the curve up on a Brocksworth? Is that what it's called? Brats?
Worst.
Yeah, bratwurst.
Worst.
I don't
Bratwurst.
know what
Not
the hell they're called.
Bratwurst.
I don't know what they're
That's
called.
some dude who
Frankfurt.
lives in Boston who apparently lost his Kabasa.
I can bless you. 901, everybody. We gotta go to commercial.
Yes, we do.
We'll be right back.
And OJ will be up for parole next year.
And he'll be bringing his Boston
Whatever. We'll be back in a minute.
clam chowder.
This song goes out to Kabasa.
Who, OJ or the transplant patient? Oh my God, I'm tired.
Yeah, there you go.
Thought this would be a good song. This goes out to the transplant guy.
Woo! Yeah. Video is awesome.
I love this.
Finally. Be evil. 1 hour, 9 hours virtual. Right, typical in Luxembourg. Woo! Good impression of Dr. Evil.
Right when we get back.
Doesn't sound like a commercial. Sounds like something.
What are we on?
Drugs.
Huh.
Well, I was wanting to start about the gaming industry because it's really changing. Yeah, man, without playing these games, I'm just going to sell them. The new video games that are coming, PlayStation 5 is scheduled to come out next year, and the whole gaming industry is changing. These kids are getting paid. Damn. These kids are getting paid, and these gaming leagues are forming.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's talk about it when we come back.
Well, I don't know enough to make.
Well, just say, hey, this is something I'm going to start researching. I want to know more, and we'll talk about it again at the end of the week or something.
Well, I got somebody on my show.
All right, do you, Dr. Evil, when we come back. All right, we are back.
We have a special guest in the studio today. 1 hour, 9 hours ritualistically circumcised by a nun. So the guy,
that was almost good.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, does it work, or was it just sewn back on?
I don't know. Did we research it?
Well, no, I'm not gonna go to. There's a thing where I could hit images, but I'm not gonna do
it. We need to know.
Oh no!
Mike,
send me the link. I'll do it.
Send the link.
Redneck Steph,
send the
go
link.
for it. Go.
Send the link, and we'll open it.
Go to PEINS dot.
What?
Can't you just copy and paste?
Well, I can, but I don't.
How about you just do that?
Well, because I don't like crayons. Okay.
Oh my God.
This is a new area. I do the politics and military thing.
No.
I don't want to do.
I want to go back to the conversation. Where am I supposed to be going?
I don't want to go to the penis thing. Go to USA.
What?
That's what it's called. Go to USA Today. That's probably the best place to link because they got the best story on it, I guess.
Why? Oh, why can't we ever get you to successfully complete anything?
Because post-traumatic stress disorder. Where did you just go? You went to subscription.
You just said USA Today, so I
yeah, but
clicked it.
don't buy the thing. Jesus, you buy everything you see.
Oh,
don't you?
shut
You're one
up.
of those guys.
I
Compulsive
swear.
buyer.
How about this? The woman that got bit by the shark. Let's go to that too.
That's crazy.
when we get back.
Did you just spit?
I had a hair come up on mustache. All right, where am I going, Mike?
Straight to hell if you don't stop that.
Oh my God. I hope people laugh at this because I
right here,
so
right hand side, Navy SEAL secret medals, and nope, keep going, scroll right, and
Okay.
come down. There you go, sir, right there, and there you have it. There is the don't click images. That would be gross.
Where there is no images.
I know. I'm just trying to be funny.
Oh my God, but you suck at it.
Wow.
So he had his original.
Give a little thumbs up. Or is that it?
Looking for nub in all the wrong places. Looking for nub.
He had his original removed because of cancer. So
Okay, so do they just have these things laying around? I mean,
and
there
the
a
organ
store?
Now, where is it? Because now I
from-
got South African surgeon claims the first penis transplant.
oh wow, there's like a race going on. It's
Yeah.
kind of like when the
Let's
United
see.
States and Russia were trying to get in space.
First spaceship to touch the moon.
Gregorian has now orbited.
I did the first penis transplant. I'm the first one to get it up.
No, I did it first. I was the first one to get it up.
and the organ came from a deceased donor.
Ugh.
Disease donor.
I was trying.
Oh my
I was
God!
trying
You get
to say
herpes from an
disease.
operation.
I
That would
know.
would
Wouldn't that
not.
be disgusting?
I was gonna say that sucks, but that's now we're teetering on a line.
Yeah, we're after 9.
Yeah. So,
Well, I can't get it to play.
I know it's gross, and I am glad for it. Watch later is just for fun radio. Oh boy, yeah. Can we talk about something else?
And it says
young
that
man of
it
18
should
or
be
19, the laws
functioning
will-
correctly in weeks to months.
Weeks to months. Oh my God.
A week, month.
Yeah.
In
Womp,
weeks.
womp,
Well,
womp.
no, it says and
Stephanie didn't get that, did she?
yes, I got that.
No, you never get any.
Yeah, that.
but
Next
it-
joke, please.
It says if all goes as planned, normal urination should be possible within a few weeks, and other
So-
function in
That's
weeks
the
to
most
months.
important part.
So
I
it's
don't
holding
care.
it right now.
Not,
or
listen,
what?
listen, all jokes aside, being able to pee, that's the most important part.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the other.
No, being
Okay.
able to pee is the most important part. A, that lets the toxins out of your body. But
Okay.
heck yeah, I'd love to be able to pee. I
Wait,
mean, if I was in his situation, that would be awesome to be able to
Yeah.
go pee pee
If you were in his
and not have to wear a bag.
shoes. So right now he's filling a bag. Is that what you're saying?
Well, because there's some people that have to have a poop bag and a pee bag.
Okay, yeah, I know that, but I'm saying, do you just like unhook? from
If
the-
his
is it like
thingy,
a-
if his thingy has been surgically altered because of disease or something, he's probably got a urination type bag.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
So he's
Catheter,
probably going to be real happy that the
Well,
urethra would be reattached so he could actually go pee pee.
Oh my God! Can we save this for like a medical show?
Well, he says
Friday nights at 11 p.m.
he says he's not quite ready to take a close look at his transplant.
He's waiting
And
till
then
everybody leaves.
There's another one.
Because you know what guys do in a house by themselves.
Oh, shut up, Mike.
What they watch TV.
There's another one that
Yeah, and
had-
fall asleep alone.
Mm-hmm. And it's bait night.
Oh my gosh.
There's another patient on the transplant list
I'm
that
sure
had
there
his
is.
destroyed by a car accident,
Oh, come on.
and he will receive a transplant as soon as a matching donor comes available.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, man. This is no lie. I knew a guy. Okay, are we done? Are we done being kids for a second? I knew a guy that worked at a tar manufacturing plant, which means he worked at the company that had the big chemical bats. Vats, is that what you'd call it?
A chemical bat? I just hit you with meth.
Which they would make to make
was gonna
roofing
mute me.
tar. I was about to. And something happened, and he got knocked into one of these.
Ooh.
We're talking 500 gallons of tar that's hot. It burned all of his body. And I know what I'm facing to say. You're going to try to turn it into a joke. But let's just say the turtle effect happened. And that
Oh my
his
gosh.
body reacted when his nerves and all went into shock, that went in and that's what kept that from getting burned.
Huh.
Cool.
So the human body protected that, as strange as this conversation is. Let's move to another one. How about the girl that got bit by the shark and the damn shark didn't let go? And then they're like, the shark didn't make it. The shark wouldn't have made it right then. We're on a beach. Why didn't we take anything and pry the shark's mouth open? A shoe, some car keys,
some guy with
suntan lotion bottle. I mean, we could have stuck something in the shark's mouth and pried his mouth open.
A damaged
It was the size. It was the size of like a 10-pound catfish, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I don't understand too is, why do these people say it died? It's a fish. It lives in the water. It breathes through water. So if it's not in water, yeah.
She drug it to shore with her?
It was on her arm like a pit bull.
Oh.
Yeah. It still
is. On her forearm.
It's still attached.
I'll see if I can go find it again.
It's still attached.
It's the first shark to arm transplant. Stephanie. Sorry, I just had to go there just to see.
You've never been tar and sharked?
No. I can't say that I have.
Wow. You know what?
Although I feel like it sometimes.
Stephanie a little too easy to pick on sometimes.
Sometimes she's just a little too easy.
Today.
So here's a picture of it, Stephanie.
It was
it's a Nerf shark.
That's what I was going to ask. Or say that was a Nerf shark.
Why is this so? Why do people
Here's the other thing, is at this point, I get they're saying that they're scared if they grabbed it by its head, its mouth was going to go blah, 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 blah. Somebody on that beach had a pocket knife.
Oh, I guarantee it.
If you would start at the bottom of its belly and slice its belly open and just let its guts hit the ground, I'm pretty sure that shark's going to open his mouth.
Or I'm thinking right through the top of the skull like you do a lobster. I mean, geez.
Here, let's hold you down on the beach for a second, and I'm going to take this knife, and I'm going to just
What's wrong with it?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know,
it's funny, and they were more concerned that the shark died than the fact that the woman got bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
wow.
Yeah, that's what this world has turned into.
Wow.
Jacob,
shark steaks
shaking my
awesome.
head.
Yeah, man. Isn't that weird? Tattoo. We've talked about this before about tattoos becoming mainstream.
Yeah, but they're also showing where red. A lot of see how the red's all destroyed.
Yeah.
A lot of these women are allergic to red.
Yeah. Really. I've been contemplating 2 tattoos. So.
Okay.
Well, stuff like that. Stuff like that interests me.
Okay.
I was asking.
Go to Now or Never.
Oh well, yeah. Obviously, our guys are going to get to work.
When you want to go?
Well, remember, I had questions. I asked you about the white.
I'm asking you, when do you want to go up there and talk to them?
Oh, I don't know. Whenever it's convenient for you. I know you're a busy guy. I'm not busy. Remember, you constantly tell people how I have no responsibilities.
Well, if I haven't reminded any new listeners, they now just heard you say it.
Yeah, I was talking to you about your tattoos last week, because I've, Ken, my buddy, he had an eagle, a bald-headed eagle on his calf, and he was constantly having to have the white redone. And that's why I was asking you, because I saw somewhere.
He's also more of an olive color skin guy too.
Well, I mean, I'm dark, so I don't want to.
You're dirty.
That's different.
Yes, I know.
You're sexy, even though you've chunked
shut
up
up. That's not what I'm talking about.
You just called me dirty, or
you are filthy. Bath much?
Yeah, every day, sometimes twice. But I mean, if you're gonna get all sexual after 9,
you're weird.
Go ahead and mute me, because I'll go freaking. There's no I in team.
Okay, so look, here's a picture of Hillary that says the average American does not need firearms for protection. I need guns to protect me because my life is more important than yours. Why can't you peasants get that through your thick heads?
That woman, man, she's you know that
an idiot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't have my screen open for that one.
So no, going back to tattoos.
I was trying to change it because you were just getting stale repeating the same thing.
Well,
let's just go up there. Okay, so and you talk to them.
What is the thing about red? Is there a specific chemical in red?
Well, just sometimes some people react weird to red, but truthfully, I've not met one guy that has a problem with red. I've only met like 2 or 3 girls that have had a problem with red.
Any other colors that they have problems?
No.
Or so is it? It must obviously be something in the red.
Something in the red,
because both of my tattoos are going to be.
Some women have allergic reactions to. We don't know why.
Well, I've heard that with red dye, the different red dyes. Like in drinks will make people.
That's
sick.
right. So
my
that's
daughter-
kind of the thing. You just have to know, but you won't know until you try.
Yeah, my daughter was allergic to the red, like she couldn't take Benadryl because of the red dye in it.
Really?
She couldn't drink the Kool-Aid because of the red dye. And
Wow.
because she was allergic to that, she got a tattoo and didn't have red put in it. So because she didn't want to take that chance.
How about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, I'm 51, about to be 52 years old, and I don't have any tattoos. So obviously, learning about them.
So you should get a tattoo of like whatever your hobby is. So somehow or another, we need to get like a small vial and a rag, but we'd probably have to spell the word chloroform on there so that people would get it. Like nobody would see that and recognize what it is.
Why don't we do the chemical?
The symbol?
Well, it's not not like the atoms and that kind of stuff, but the chemical breakdown and list it, all the chemicals that combine together that make chloroform. I think that'd be freaking cool.
Instead of just tie wraps and duct tape.
Yeah.
People will be looking at his tattoo going, why do you got a tie wrap and duct tape on your arm?
And I'd go,
I mean, we're still trying to figure out why Denise has a can of Copenhagen on her wrist.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Isn't it?
Yeah, that was weird.
But you don't need to wait too long, Mike, because they say that the older you get, the more.
Oh, I thought you were just going to bring up the fact that if he waits any longer, he's going to be dead.
Oh, no.
And
but
then
they say that it's harder for the skin.
I mean, they can tattoo a dead body, but I don't think you would appreciate the tattoo. Your purpose for getting the tattoo wouldn't be there anymore because you'd be dead.
You guys are kind of mean to me.
No, I'm not saying it in a mean way. They're saying that the older your skin gets,
you guys do know you're gonna get old too, right?
Mike,
Jeez,
can I
Mike.
inform you of something? I'll never be older than you.
Oh, that's true. Well, that's not true because I might die, and then you'll keep living. And bum.
But by then, it doesn't matter.
Did you just go by then? I heard you a little bit there on bait night.
Bait night.
Baby.
Hey, do we got anything? I mean, like, truthfully, anything interesting happened for anybody over the weekend? Mike did not get charged with any kind of weird charge on Friday night, so he's happy.
I know, and you were like busting my chops all week about that crap.
And I'm proud of you. You didn't like do anything rude and perverted. I'm extremely amazed.
Except for when he was chasing those two girls.
Yeah, but that was actually funny.
Yeah, that was.
That's the fastest he's ever moved.
Yeah, it was.
Well, they wanted me to be in a picture.
I'm just happy that you behaved. I'm actually impressed. The last two events that you've done, you've actually been quite amazing. I'm still trying to figure out how you can be that funny and then suck so bad here every morning. Maybe you're an evening person.
Maybe you made it sexual and I'm uncomfortable when I'm here. I know you check me out.
We know that could not be the case.
Because whenever I get up, my butt warms up.
You have lost your mind.
What the?
I know.
Okay.
That's from you checking me out, Steph. Don't act like you don't know.
I can't
Steph,
see your butt.
When I get up,
he's out there sometimes, man.
Hey, I'm going to be working on this thing.
Saying?
No, it's called Major League Gaming. Basically, it's like a global leader in esports. It's kind of like online.
And esports makes a lot of the mobile apps.
Right.
The games, so mobile games that you download on your iPad.
Well, between the Major League Gaming and the drone stuff and the first person viewing on drones, and man, I tell you what, I saw some swarm technology on the drones last night.
Swarm like a swarm
like
of bees.
Swarm.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you think about it, you've seen like flocks of birds that change direction altogether, or even fish.
So they're going to make drones do that?
They are doing it. They're doing it.
Don't
right
they
now.
do that anyways? Already?
Well, see, it's relatively complicated because each drone has to know where each other drone is, and they have to communicate.
So it's like air traffic control without them bumping each other.
Yeah, man, and it's really, really, really amazing stuff. And to see it is quite frankly, and
that would be amazing.
Yeah,
and if they're all locked in the GPS coordinates, that would keep them from hitting each other, correct?
Yeah,
but you'd have to have the computer program to say, don't go left, don't go right.
Right.
Or everybody go left 4 degrees, everybody go right 4 degrees.
And it's got to happen almost spontaneously. Plus, it has to have accident avoidance too. It's got to have, So they were showing about 30 drones sitting there hovering, little bitty ones, and a guy walked right into the middle of them, and they all parted. And then he got in the middle, and then they started circling him. Then they made a square. Then the square started spinning, and then he waved his hands, and they all went off in different directions. And it's like,
that's pretty cool.
Damn, man, that's awesome. I can see no more soldiers on the battlefield, and that's probably, for me, that's some important stuff right there. I don't think you're going to have post-traumatic stress or mild traumatic brain injury if you're flying a drone in a battle.
Right.
You know, right. and I'm about tired of it, because like here again, ISIS is saying that, you know, they're losing ground. Whenever they do that, they just get a whole bunch more recruits, and they just send them out there to get killed, and then we send more people and got more soldiers.
You know, I watch some of these older, you know, movies. I shouldn't say older movies, but movies about older times. Like, you know, here lately we've been watching Vikings, and I was watching the Vikings just send their 100 guys this way, and then the guys from France are sending their 100 guys this way, and they're all just getting slaughtered. Yeah. While the king's over here going, send more men. Of course, it's not your ace, not your skin. You're just watching these guys get killed for you.
Yep. It's
like, holy cow, these men just slaughter each other for no reason. Like, for absolutely no reason.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I'm blown away.
It's
no value at all for human life.
Well, not only that, but you turn around and just think about all the things that are lost. You know, what happens if you had gone to battle when you're 22 years old and you're, you know, God forbid you were killed? Look at all the things that wouldn't have occurred.
That's right.
And
butterfly effect.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm getting old and I'm getting tired of it.
Go watch the movie Almanac and watch. Similar to butterfly effect, how everything changes. Now, look, we got to shoot off to commercial, everybody. Hang tight. We'll be right back. It's just for fun in the morning. Don't go anywhere. Don't do anything we would do.
Or do everything we would do.
Yeah, watch out. These next two songs go out to Military Mike.
Whoop, whoop. Oh. Yeah. Burn and burn.
Got a poo-poo? Do you have the poo-poo?
My brother calls me and goes, "Where are you?" Like, I'm not.
We're getting the hell out of there.
You gonna move?
Yes. We've started looking already. That's what we were doing yesterday. We just can't take it anymore. My cat was the last straw. I mean, he didn't do anything. He was a friendly, loving cat. And the sheriff and even some of the neighbors said that with them taking the video camera, that they could have either taken it because they thought that it picked them up on the video trying to steal the car down the road, or they could have taken it because they're coming back.
In my mind, I'm sitting there thinking, but you know, my mind. you know, during my show, the only thing I do is press to talk. I lock it down.
You can't do that. Not for that amount of time. You two are.
I'll tell you after the show
goober
because I
goobers.
didn't get to finish.
Yeah, you
I
shouldn't
haven't
be
moved. I didn't do anything.
You
How am I
shouldn't be doing
goober?
that during the show. You should wait till after the show because everybody's been texting me going, "Hey, why's the video? Y'all lost all sound."
Because I muted it.
But you can't do that.
You do it.
I do it for what? 30 seconds?
I had just muted it.
You didn't. I've been watching y'all. And I was getting text messages from people going, "Where'd the sound go?" Think about it. How many times I say, you got to remember, there's two shows going. There's radio and then there's the video. Muting it for 30 seconds is one thing. You can't do it for the whole show.
This right here, what I'm doing right now, this is for the.
Golly, you make me look like an asshole bitching at you.
Because you are.
Well, don't come and sit in this seat.
We have a winner.
It's that simple. You know not to do
Fine.
that. People text messaging me wanting to know why the sound disappeared.
Because I was saying that I was going to mute it if they were paying attention.
You know, a lot of them are doing stuff. But if you had something that serious, on over there.
He wouldn't get up.
But don't
You are
forget
not
this.
going to blame this on me.
Yeah, she's trying to make it where she's not getting thrown under the bus by herself. You just 10 seconds, 30 seconds, but not more than that.
31 seconds.
All you on video that sent me them text messages. This is why I'm bitching. I need to make that video feed to do those commercials. I just hadn't got around to it, but I certainly need to. That way we change over to pictures. I know you're not listening.
It's because you're always yelling at us.
And we're back.
Because you're always
Do
yelling
you know
at
your
us.
parents wouldn't yell at you if you just did what you were supposed to do?
Man, why you gotta bring on my parents? Now I'm all sad.
So it's the same thing.
Both my parents are gone, dude. Meanie. Why you gotta bring on my dead parents?
You're an idiot.
See? Now you're calling me names.
You're an idiot.
So Lamar Odom.
You're trying to twist a reasonable thing into a weird moment.
It is weird. Bringing up my dead parents.
Stephanie.
So Lamar Odom is going back to the Nevada brothel.
Lamar Odom, which one is that one?
He's the one that was at the brothel that.
That was the Kardashians.
Yeah.
Whatever he is.
Yes. The man who owns the Nevada brothel where Lamar Odom overdosed last year says he wants LO back, offering
Ooh, not Elo.
Lamar Odom.
Oh, and
Not
you called him
Elo.
what?
Well, I didn't call him, but they have it right there. LO.
She's slamming you back.
I
buddy.
love that. I didn't call. No, but
She's not walking into it. Because if you
I
say
know. I
anything-
wanted to know what the hell she just said.
Right, because I get fussed at
That's right.
by people sometimes because I read it word for word what it says,
I was
and then
right
they
there
say,
with you, baby. I know.
"Did she really just say that?"
I know
Yeah, because I
exactly
read
what-
it right there. But
Damned if you
yeah,
do, damned if you don't.
but he is adamant, absolutely no drugs this time. But he's offering free women
This time, I
booze.
love that.
So why would anyone think this is a good idea?
He doesn't care,
Did-
obviously. It's in the news. I mean, he's going back, for a spanking. I don't know.
Dennis Hoff says sex and alcohol wasn't Lamar's issues, it was drugs. So as long as Lamar stays clean, why not go back to a place he enjoyed?
I love that.
Yeah, man. There you go.
I mean, not that I love that, but I love when somebody defends their actions with some
Well,
stupid crap.
Okay, illicit sex, alcohol abuse. There would never be any drug use there.
Well, and look, and it's just like this. I'm just going to throw this out there, even though it's Stephanie's business for a minute. But we were discussing her, what's happened at her house, and she says,
Drug
"My
use.
neighbors have said that they've never had these problems until I got here." I said, "Stephanie, don't fall for that.
Yeah.
Don't fall for that. It's your fault. You moved here, and all the crime started. Trust me, the crime was here way before Stephanie got here." I just said, don't let your stupid people try to. I say that's like if somebody says my yard ain't dirty, you should look at your yard. I said that's just somebody trying to defend their stupidness.
Yeah.
I never had crime here before you got here. Oh yeah, that was certainly the most safest freaking neighborhood in Rockdale County before Stephanie got there. That's why their house is getting messed up, and the other house down the road had somebody try to steal something, and somebody else had a car try to get stolen, and a cat got killed. And yeah, okay, so that neighborhood's perfect.
Yeah. So
Either you moved into a bad neighborhood or you brought the crime with you.
Yeah, and that was
Hey, we're moving. Let's go, you guys.
Yeah, really. Did you leave a note on your old place?
nah. And
For
that's
all of
one
you
thing.
robbers, we'll be moving to.
That's one thing that they said that one of the neighbors said that it seems like someone's targeting us or targeting the previous tenants, and like the house was empty for 8 months before we moved in.
Well,
maybe
The idiot that's
patient.
saying this to you is a complete idiot, because the woman down the road whose car tried to get stolen, was it your car?
Nope.
Oh, then how the hell were they targeting you like 7 houses down?
I gotta write this down.
Your neighbor's cat that got killed. I mean, it wasn't your cat, but they're
Right.
targeting you.
Right. And for
I've never heard such stupidity.
let's get everybody up on the catch up, everybody. Over the weekend, well,
Ketchup
Sunday
or
morning.
mustard?
Sunday
I
morning,
know, I'm
we
trying to
woke
figure it out
up
myself.
to my cat had been
Murdered.
killed, and somebody stole one of our security cameras. And
the
nobody
funniest
wants to
part
take
of
it
it, the
serious.
funniest part of it is the dumbass that got up there and disconnected the camera. They dusted it for prints.
Yep.
So there was already black dust still left on the camera.
Yep.
This time they climbed up, disconnected it, grabbed the camera, swapped hands, and the camera that now had the black dust, they put their left hand on the banister. So now their handprint is on the banister.
Perfect.
I mean, you do
Dumb,
realize
dumb.
Hey, you do realize nobody's really going to investigate this.
Well, that's what I said too. I said you need to stay
Well,
on
I
their
just
butts.
This is not CSI, dude.
Yeah.
Nobody. They probably haven't even really assigned anybody.
I told her, I said, you
name
now
on it.
have had enough phone calls out there. You should be going in there and demanding to speak to an investigator.
Oh, it's rather amusing. They were making fun yesterday, picking fun, whatever you want to call it, that at this point in time, whenever I call,
just like you
say,
going, hey,
"Hi,
Alex."
Hi, Mrs. McDaniel. What's wrong today?
Yeah.
You know, because we've been there. March 1st was the first day that we were there. And as of Sunday, this was the 9th incident, 5th police report that we've made. And, you know, we've had enough. And we are now looking to get the halo out of Dodge.
I hope your landlord isn't listening.
I don't give a about him right now.
Are you bolting?
Yes. Yes, we, you know.
Yeah, because at this point, it'd be like, sure, take me to court.
Go ahead.
I don't know
pay
what
the $250 to break the lease.
That's
just
right.
To get that
I don't know what you're gonna.
Dodge.
I don't know what you're gonna get out of me, but sure.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, you know, I shouldn't have a panic attack when I'm fixing to go to bed. I shouldn't be scared.
Wait a minute.
Death.
I don't know what was more worrisome: the fact that the electrical panel was trying to catch on fire, or that somebody's trying to break in the house.
Exactly.
Sure, come on in. We're roasting marshmallows. Just turn the air conditioner on to make the sparks shoot out of the panel.
Oh, but the air conditioner didn't work until last week when we
Right.
finally got out there to fix it. And, you know, yeah, just
happy
done.
days are here again.
They will be soon.
Yeah,
so
man.
we're actually looking to Ashley finish the school.
Anybody
in
that
2
knows a
weeks.
really bad neighborhood for her to move into, please forward us that information.
Or a good neighborhood that needs crime.
Yes,
exactly
there you
right.
go.
Yeah.
If you want the crime rate to go up in your neighborhood, just send me a text.
Yeah,
message.
move to South Rockdale. Everybody that lives there wants to believe that Rockdale is so perfect. So go take it over there to them and let them see it.
You know-
are poking the bear.
And I also want to bring up.
I'm poking the turd with a little stick.
I want to bring up the
You can
fact
stick.
that when we went looking for ammo yesterday, we stopped at the Hazel Brand Walmart, and we were talking to the lady in the sporting goods area where you get the ammo.
In
Spoken
the
goods.
ammo section.
Yes.
Spoken goods.
Yep, sporting goods.
Them boys are about to pop out, eh?
And
Pay attention to the person talking.
I am paying. Oh.
we were talking about what we were going through and everything, and she said, where in the world do y'all live? And we said Rockdale. She said, oh. She said Rockdale, Conyers area used to be the place to go, the place to live. She said, but the last couple of years it's just been horrible. And that is someone that does not even live in this county but knows, because Conyers isn't what it used to be. And so we're getting out. We're moving south. I mean, we have friends that have a place down on the lake that they want us to come check out around there to see if we can find a home down there, because they got a nice home. They pay $700 a month for, and it's on the lake.
Where, and
Jackson.
where?
Lake Jackson.
And can I really ask you a question?
No.
You what county did they say that they're in?
I don't know what. I think it's Morgan. Is it?
It's Butts County, and that's where I was fixing
Yeah.
to say. There's 3 counties. There's a little bit of Newton.
Yeah.
There's Jasper, and then Butts County. And if you think your redneckiness is having issues in Conyers, you take your redneckiness on down to Butts County and see how much worse it gets.
Yeah, well.
What, crime?
Yeah.
No, just
No,
redneckiness, just stupidness.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I can handle the stupid redneckness. I
Oh
can
my
handle
God.
that. That's no problem.
So you should go. Nikki just said there's a house in their subdivision to rent.
Hey, Nikki,
And-
so is it a bad neighborhood or is it a good neighborhood that needs
It's
crime?
the second house as soon as you pull in. Their neighborhood's not bad. Alex lives there too. You should
Yeah,
go.
Alex
You should go
lives
pull
there
in that
too.
neighborhood and see about it.
Never get a house that close to the intersection. I know. I'm just saying.
Just shut up. Nobody asked
Yeah.
your valued opinion.
I live on a farm.
Invaluable.
Jesus. Yeah, I live in the woods.
Alex, I have no idea what you're
I
saying.
think it would be perfect for you to live that close to Alex.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Let you be Alex across the street neighbor. That would be beautiful.
Yeah, not to mention his 37 freaking armed multiple launch night vision surveillance cameras might pick up who's ripping you off.
Yeah.
Oh, my brother, he wanted to come out when I was talking to him about it. And, I was quite upset. And he's like, you know what? We're going to go to Home Depot and we're going to get the stuff. And I'm going to put a grid around your house. And you're going to know when someone comes within such and such feet of your front door or crosses.
Yeah, but if you sleep right through it, Steph.
Yeah, what good will it do you?
That just seems like spending good money after bed.
They're going to come steal your grid.
Wake up, you want to have a grid and your dog's going to be pregnant.
Hey, you got a receipt so I can take that back and get my money back?
Alex says, don't go bringing your crime into my street.
You got to do it in a British accent, though. Do it, Steph. Come on.
Do it.
Don't give us that your brain don't work crap. Come on.
I can't do it.
Come on.
Do it.
You can do it.
Do it.
Don't go bringing your crime into my street.
That was horrible.
That was good. Good job. Put on the spot and he did it. I can't imagine why the phone's not ringing yet.
I know.
Oh, there's a 10-second delay.
Oh, wait, no, the phone's cut off. He didn't pay it.
Man, I paid it this morning.
Oh.
You notice he called this morning already.
Thank God for those
twice.
Walmart gift cards.
Just saying, Steph.
Keep them coming.
I love Steph. He didn't pay the bill. He's already called in, Steph.
No, sometimes when you don't pay the bill,
come on, give us an excuse.
They don't cut it off until like 10 and 11 o'clock.
What would you
For
know
real?
something like
How
that?
would you know this?
Because I have Metro PCS too.
So, are you admitting that sometimes you don't pay your bill?
Well, sometimes. That's why I got the Obama
Mike
phone.
just got silent. Mike's like this. Mike, who just told her how good she was, just looked at her like, oh crap, it just went bad.
Thank you, Alex. He said I did pretty good.
It went so good and then it went so bad.
Doing this show is much like riding a roller coaster backwards.
I know.
Without a seatbelt.
I'm getting to
broken.
that point where
During a rainstorm.
I'm giggly tired.
With two lesbians.
What?
Exactly.
I didn't go to bed till
So here's a joke
o'clock.
I made towards Doc the other day because of all the bathroom stuff.
Uh-oh.
I said, listen, I've decided, since everybody's suing everybody, that I'm going to sue the Rainbow Coalition because the way the rainbow curves and arcs from left to right and is curved and it doesn't have a white stripe in it, I demand to have one white straight stripe in it because y'all are singling me out and it's discrimination.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say something about the false pretense. Rainbow Coalition.
There's no white in the rainbow.
Oh, my head.
And there's no straight line. What about the straight people? Don't we count?
Yeah, there is
rainbow,
white in a rainbow. It's the top.
But in the Rainbow Coalition.
You're an idiot. There's not white in the rainbow.
And rainbows don't go left to right. They go right to left.
See? I'm suing because they're isolating us and keeping us out of they're keeping us out of the party.
If you're going to be sewing, could you make me another scar?
But in the Rainbow Coalition, that's not for gays and lesbians and all that,
Oh,
right? That's like
that she's questioning it.
Yeah, that's a bunch of weathermen.
That's part of the
that's Jesse Jackson's thing.
It's part of the joke, Stephanie.
Exactly. So that's what I thought you were saying, that false creeds and false.
Oh,
Please, God,
Alex.
save us
Somebody.
just for fun.
Be Metro PCS.
Hey,
So, seeing as you mentioned this,
this girl keeps guessing it's you on the phone, but can't figure out who's messing with her house.
I text her in advance, by the way, and tell her I'm calling.
Oh, is
no,
that
you
what happens
don't.
every
No,
day?
no,
See,
no,
Stephanie,
he
you try to
doesn't.
act like you're
Yeah.
so smart, you damn Oompa
He
Loompa,
does
you.
not.
I was going to
He's
ask for the
lying.
damn
Yeah.
lottery numbers, too.
Oh, I do. No, I don't. She guesses and gets it right. So you brought up the bathroom thing, and I wanted to tell you the story from Saturday.
Okay.
So some guy comes into the GOP debates, walks in like he's Super Dave. And by the way, that's a clue as to who this idiot is. Walks in like Super Dave, writes one question on a piece of on the card and drops it in the box.
Is this the same idiot that I don't care for?
No, you talking about that sign waving Bible thumper?
No. There's another idiot that his name rhymes with all you can see is his teeth. Just keep going. We'll talk after about the show. I don't want to give the idiot any credit and say his name.
Come on.
Yeah, right. So he comes in, he writes one question on this piece of paper, throws it in the box, and I turn around like 15 minutes later, and he's gone. So I think he was just doing a drive-by
question.
Drive-by question.
And the question was to all candidates: how is your office affected by Obama's bathroom police? So I just tear up the question and throw it.
That is the most. Yeah, you write it down and then you don't even stay.
I'm not reading that shit. First of all, it's poorly crafted,
right?
And it's pure idiocy. And I'm not going to pay any attention to that nonsense. Yeah, that's an indication, by the way, of how this rubbish went on Saturday.
He said rubbish.
I'll get into that. And by the way, good accents.
Hey, wait a minute. For him to say that it was rubbish and it didn't even deserve the attention of a cuss word, then that tells you how bad it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Because if it was really worth anything, he would have cussed with it.
I will tell you, the candidates were great.
Right.
Okay, the candidates were fantastic.
So what sucked? The questions?
One guy, hold on, let me tell you this. There's one guy running for U.S. Senate. He's running against Johnny Isaacson. His name is Derek Grayson, D-E-R-R-I-C-K, Grayson. Look this man up on YouTube and listen to what he says. He is, I mean, any of you Trump fans, by the way, would love this guy. And I highly recommend voting for him over Isaacson because of the shady nonsense that's going on with Johnny Isaacson right now with his health and his.
Why is he even running?
Well, here's the thing. There are sources and supposedly very good sources that will know this. He's planning on running to win re-election and then immediately quit so that Governor Deal can pick his replacement.
I've heard that more
Governor
than
Deal Nathan Deal wants to pick another useless rhino, effectively.
Yeah.
This Derek Grayson, man, he's the one for us to pick. I actually, while the debate was going on, I wrote a question specifically for him just because I wanted to hear the answer. And before I asked it, I told him, I said, I just wrote this because I want to hear you answer it, because I knew it was going to be a good answer. Yeah, this man is he's like me. He's conservative on the financial
British
money issues, but he's libertarian when it comes to everything else. And I think that's perfect for us. But we'll see. Anyway, I just wanted to call in and say that. That was all.
Okay, well, thanks for calling.
Good job on the accent, Stephanie.
Thank you.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
All right.
And notice he doesn't say, when he says my name, it's not staff anymore.
So how about this? I got somebody who texted and was discussing the fact of she admits that she doesn't pay her bill sometimes. So I can hear her telling everyone, meaning like 911, hey, I'm calling you really fast this morning because my phone's going to get cut off at 10 because I didn't pay my bill. 911, how can we help you? Hey, we need to talk really fast because my phone's fixing to get cut off in 2 minutes.
How crazy is it, though, when they call you
Ma'am,
back?
what's your address? The number you're trying to reach is no longer in service.
Is no longer accepting calls. The hell does that mean?
I love the ones that this caller is now, it's not accepting calls. How about when you get that the caller's not accepting calls, but it's like, biatch, they just called me.
Mm-hmm.
Or worse, this caller has not set up their voicemail yet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, oh my God, I don't want to leave a voicemail anyways, but it's just funny that exists. I can't say nothing. I got a voicemail that I never check. Like I'll check it if.
Yeah, so if anyone ever calls
it.
Scottie and leaves him a voicemail, he's not going to get back to you.
Look,
there's thing to do is
there's
text.
just rules that I live by. Like, don't come in my yard without letting me know you're coming to my house. Like when I was working on my bike and I turn around and there's a dude I don't even think I really realize what his name is. And you're just standing in my driveway. That's unacceptable. The second you started coming in past my mailbox, the second your foot come on my property, you should have been like, hey, man, I'm just coming to tell you about. You don't just walk up in my yard, and you damn sure don't get within 5 feet of me and me turn around and you're standing there. Because what if I'd had a gun, dude?
Yeah,
I'd have been like, who the hell are you in my yard?
Travis got scared last night because he was fixing the other video camera that we have, and one of the neighbors came up behind him, and he didn't see him coming,
Right.
but all he had in his hand was one of those the stapler guns.
Yeah.
And so he turned around, and because the guy said like, "Hey, boss man," and he turned around and he's got the stapler gun
No doubt.
pointed at him, and
It's
he's
just
like,
weird, doesn't-
whoa.
Don't people just have like a natural respect or something that they think they should have? I mean, is it what?
So you're saying nobody should come in your yard or anything else like that unless they let you know? But earlier today you were talking about.
I mean, don't sneak up on
I
somebody.
know, but earlier today you were talking about Alex hitting on you and then you backing up into Travis. I'm confused. So when you're out, it's okay to interrupt that space.
Oh my God, shut up.
All right, so
my point is I'm sitting here working on my bike. I'm down on my hands and knees, got my face facing my bike, and some dude's walking up in my yard between my van and my bus. That was just very strange, especially when you don't have a reason to be in my yard. Now, he thought he had a reason, but see, I don't know that you have that reason. You know what I mean? Like, I just turn around and there's an odd guy standing in my yard. And so to me, it's like, woo, what the hell are you doing in my yard, dude?
But it's okay to do that in a bar.
You're an idiot, Mike. You're trying to make something funny that's not funny.
I think you getting hit on by Alex and bumping into Travis is funny.
Well, what you see is Alex made a pass at me, and I backed up like, whoa, my personal space.
Mhm.
But then I accidentally violated somebody else's personal space.
So basically,
But here's my bigger question.
rights.
Here's my bigger question. Why was Travis so close to my backside to begin with? Would be the bigger question.
Okay, now I've heard you say many times that people's rights only go as far until they interrupt or invade your rights.
You're an idiot.
But you
are an idiot.
backed right up into Travis.
You are an idiot, Mike.
After Alex
Oh
was
my
trying to
God,
make
you
the
are an
right
idiot.
move.
How was Alex trying to make the right
This
move?
is like a bad
That was
remake of the movie The
in-
Right Stuff.
that was an inappropriate move.
Broke back.
And I looked at
Mystic
Alex.
Grill.
I
What
said,
the
"Look,
hell is going on?"
I said, Alex, this is a little strange. I mean, I know I'm not technically your boss, but you probably shouldn't be trying to ask me out."
Maybe he was trying to get second seat. I don't know. Maybe a different night.
A different night.
Hello, Scotty.
He wants to move to Hump Day,
Yeah.
Wednesday.
What day is it,
You get it?
Scotty?
Hump Day.
Mike.
Mike and Ike.
Yeah. Couple shrimps for the Bobby.
Fish and
You're
chips.
an idiot.
Some fish and chips.
You should have stayed. Y'all left.
Oh, no. Apparently there was some homoerotic
No,
stuff going on.
you would have
with
loved sitting in there. We
vampires.
were having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Show me your teeth.
He was talking about something about Philip, and I wasn't paying attention. I was looking down, and I didn't see that he pointed to Philip, and he said he was having issues with his contacts, and I said, "Who?" And it was just funny you had to be there.
What's funny is we just got it's only weird if it's not wanted.
Hello.
Well, it was weird.
Hello, Clarice.
No, man, but it was kind of cool hanging in there and decompressing. You know, we try to do that anytime we do something on the square.
Mhm.
When we get done, we try to unwind before we leave.
Yeah.
So you and two guys went into a bar.
And he
That
was
sounds like a
drinking-
bad joke, doesn't it?
Sounds like some decompression to me.
he was drinking a Jack and Coke
Mhm.
and forgot to close the bus door.
Wow, wow,
Oh man, we'll talk about that later. God.
So did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had it parked on the bus on the hill too.
How about
No,
I
he
didn't
was driving.
Shut up, Stephanie. How
Shut
about
up.
How about I didn't know how far my remote start would actually start? So we're sitting here we are inside the Mystic Grill where we're barely getting cell phone service.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm inside sitting on the bar side of the Mystic Grill. Like I'm not even sitting near a window.
Mm-hmm.
My bus is parked between the bank and the courthouse.
Mm-hmm.
So that means there was a solid building between me and the Mystic Grill. You know, between the bus and the Mystic Grill. I was able to hit remote start, and it was funny because there was a cop talking to somebody behind my bus. Can you imagine when that bus cranked and knowing he's been standing there and hadn't seen anybody walk by?
Why would you crank your bus from inside the bar?
Because
loves to do that.
you have to let it run a few minutes before you put it in drive. It's a diesel.
Okay.
You gotta let it warm up.
Yeah, you
I
gotta let
don't
the
have a
glow-
remote
what is
start
that
bus.
called?
God,
Glow
give me a
plug?
break.
You don't have a turnkey car.
Jesus. You know, not knowing something.
You got a Fred
guys
Flintstone car. You got to push to start.
My feet go through the bottom. Let's go. Meet the Flintstones.
If his car had a brain, he'd put the key in and it'd be like, hey, man, what you going to do with that? Oh, you want to drive? Give me about 20.
Yeah. I was one of the first guys to have a push to start car.
Not that kind of push to start.
Is that back before Ford had a good Model A or something? Model T?
Well, little push start cars with a little button inside. That doesn't sound like a lot of fun. It's a lot. It's pretty tough to jump in too with your door open. Remember that? Those were fun.
Oh, where are we at? We're at 10 o'clock. Thank God.
Whoop, whoop.
We made it through another show.
Is in the harbor.
We have drained all of you people's lives yet another day.
The ship is in the harbor.
Well, how about this? I got my father-in-law coming over, and I'm going to haul off this stuff behind the door.
Oh, there is a God.
Yeah, man.
How about that trailer?
I've been waiting on Ravens.
How about that trailer?
Renovation.
How about that trailer?
To, trim out my door.
How about that trailer?
Yeah, that's next. That's on my to-do list.
That is awesome.
No, I mean, really, it is.
Okay, good.
We're hauling this stuff off, and then I've got to pull those two tires off, two wheels off, and then go get tires put on.
I think it would be great.
Yeah, man.
Because it'd be great.
Yes, I know this, Mike. Could you say it one more time?
Yes, it would be great.
Yes. How about I saw a set of rims. Okay, when I bought that trailer, I bought it from a guy that had a van, and all 6 wheels matched. So he bought the trailer wheels to match his van wheels. He was an electrician that worked out of town.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm cruising through Craigslist last night and saw 4 of those rims that are from 1994 for sale. And I was like, man, I should buy those and put them on my van. Those were those polished aluminum saw blade type wheels. I thought, man, that'd be like pimp, wouldn't it? Just to be that a-hole to do that.
Man, I found a car that I'm actually looking into.
Did
new.
Barney fall out of it?
No, it's a Jeep. It's a Jeep.
A Jeep what?
A Renegade. Have you seen one? They're cute.
Let's see. Alex has used lovely today. Now Mike's using cute.
Yeah, they're
lovely cute.
Yeah, they're neat looking little vehicles. They're almost like little SUVs. But here, let me show you a picture.
My daughter has one.
Huh? It looks like a cube. But... Where did you find it?
At Jeep.
Oh, so you're going for a new one?
Yes. They're really, really not that expensive. You have to remember, I have to have something that you can throw up, pee, poop, and have a dog in.
Well, I just go to Turn and Burn.
Well,
they got a Jeep I want.
Yeah, I was looking at something new.
I know. Well, because of the financing, and I get it.
Yeah. So, yeah. But these are really cool.
I get it. I mean, you can't beat some of these kickbacks on these new new ones.
God, you really
Dodge over there by BJ's, the Dodge dealership over there.
Stephanie,
easy.
I've only heard about you dodging a BJ.
Shut up! It's after 9 o'clock.
It's after 10 o'clock. I was talking about the BJ's warehouse over next to Dodge.
Yeah, don't you have to have a card for that?
Yeah, and I've got a BJ card. Thank you.
Wow. That's the warehouse.
Yeah, it's got my picture on it.
That went bad.
I would hope it had your picture on it.
That went bad kind of fast.
I'm trying to be PG-13.
It's gone. We are PG-19, 18. At least.
You should try the Dodge dealership. I just got somebody going
bona fide.
I am not trying anything that you have to have a card for. I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to have a card for the Dodge dealership.
Just yeah. Okay.
Just BJ's.
Okay. Do you have to pay for that?
Yeah, it costs $25.
Oh my God. So basically
for two.
I'm so lost.
Travis
has
Stephanie, BJ
why don't you just shut up? And Mike, why don't you just tell us anything here?
Look at that. And that's the new concept.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah.
And that the new concept.
Yeah. The bad thing is a lot of those concepts never go any further than that picture. Right.
Yeah, I know. They need to start building cars again or SUVs or Jeep type vehicles, outdoor vehicles that are freaking outdoor vehicles that don't cost $60,000 and you crack one little bumper. Oh, that'll be $4,000. What happened to the
What happened to real metal bumpers that they had in the 70s? I hate all these new cars now that if you hit the plastic, this just has styrofoam behind it.
Yeah.
What is it? And why do they say, oh, this is so much better and it's so much stronger? No, it's not.
Jeep, the actual Jeep, 4x4 Jeep, not the company Jeep, but actually the Jeep is the only thing I see that even has real bumpers hardly anymore.
You know what? And it's a complete, new cars are just a complete ripoff. You know that you can go look at an F-150. Now, this used to be the basic freaking Ford truck.
Yeah.
I mean, you used to be able to go pick these up for basically a promise.
Right.
Now they start at like almost $30,000.
Yeah, man.
It's a pickup truck.
My mom got a new 2014 Ford truck, and the payment on it is $600 a month.
Yeah, because that's what I want.
Yeah. Now, okay, like a 350. All right. An F-350 is right at your basic working truck. Everybody agree on that?
What is it?
An F-350. I mean, and they're basic,
Yeah.
and they're you're starting at mid-30s at the base model. So if you get anything on it, if it has paint on it, Jesus, it's $40,000. $40,000. Anybody want to do the math on $40,000 real quick? Because I can. $40,000. Give me a percentage. What do you guys get for a percentage?
I didn't know.
Well, so let's say what, 3%? Does that sound fair?
Sure, go for it.
Yeah. All right. So let's just say, let me get my little calculator. All right, so let's say the vehicle price. Let's just go 40,000. That fair to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Sales tax is what, 6% here, right? Correct.
6%.
Sure.
All right, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna
Sounds good.
Zeros. Yeah. Okay. Let's say we're putting down a down payment of $2,500, and that's quite a bit of cash. We're gonna use that as our trade-in. Let's say the interest rate is 4%. And we're going to squeak this thing out. Don't do that, Scotty. Come on, man. How much do you think the payment is?
$600.
Yeah, $625, man.
And what interest
I
rate?
Finished
3%.
Okay, now pay attention. If you have good credit, you can get it at 0%. If you have decent credit, you can get 3%. But what about the people that get 11 and 12%?
Okay, but here's the thing: that good credit at 0%, that is not true. What they do is they change the term.
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying that you base that on 3%. Now imagine the guy has to pay 11 or 12%.
Well, yeah, but I don't think you really buy a new one at that high of a percent. Usually used cars are at that high.
No, my wife, when we went in because they didn't pay her car off, she paid for that extra insurance to pay her car off.
Yeah, the gap.
Yeah, when her car got totaled, the gap insurance people told us they paid, but they never did. So when we went to go try to get a Jeep, they wanted to try to give us 11% finance, and that's when we figured out something wasn't right.
Wow. Well, I jumped to 72 months here at 12%, and that's almost $800 a month. $800 freaking car payment.
Isn't that insane?
Oh, man.
When we were at the Dodge dealership, the salesman was talking about the new Chargers.
Oh, yeah. Sweet ride.
Yeah. And it was like $1,200 a month.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
That's a house payment.
That's
more than a house.
I could pay that for a fifth wheel because I could live in it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not going to pay that for a car.
So when new car companies and all these other people lean back and they say, "Oh, sales are down." Well, guys, I'm going to tell you why sales are down. You're outpricing the freaking buyers.
Market. That's right.
And,
Hey, we got to go.
See ya.
Yep.
It's just
Love you, bye.
everybody.
Don't do nothing that we wouldn't do.
See you a long time.
Or if you do it just for fun.
So we're out. Everybody have a good day. We'll see y'all later. Stay out of trouble.
Nope.